Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello people and welcome to Footy Judgmo. Happy Ramadan everyone. Ramadan Kareem, everyone that is fasting, that is praying. I know some people in the world have already broke their fast and they just prayed Taraweeh or they prayed the Isha or something. So may Allah accept all your good deeds and forgive all your sins. We are in for a great show actually. Me and actually Quest were discussing the war on Top5 between Martin Keown and Andy Goldstein about the agenda against Arsenal. Is there an agenda against Arsenal? This is what we're going to discuss actually when Ashraf comes here, of course. The other one is Haaland opening up new levels, assisting? He's the second on the assist in the Premier League now. Is he the key for Man City chasing this title? Is Pep Guardiola unleashing the beast on the rest of the Premier League and the rest of us? Actually, that is what we're going to discuss. Is the attack as lethal with only... It's the same amount of goals, if I'm not mistaken, scored, or 4 more goals than Arsenal, actually, in the Premier League as it stands, actually. And why are Liverpool confident that Chelsea will miss out? Same number of goals. Yes. Why are Liverpool... Sam is going to be joining us momentarily. Why are Liverpool overconfident that they're going to make Champions League over Chelsea? And Cole Palmer rule in actually, is he the key? Which is what I think in Chelsea making the Champions League next season. Of course, Man United are flying. I actually think it's given that Man United will make top 5, in my opinion. I think there is no doubt in my head about it. I think they are the team now with the biggest chance out of all the 4 teams. Villa, United, Chelsea, and Liverpool, actually. But hit that like button, guys. We're starting the show 2 minutes in. We are already having over 200 people. My target is to get 200, 300 likes live in the air, of course. We did the show today. It's 2 different. Forza Bodo Glimt. I'm doing a watch along later for Bodo Glimt versus Inter. Of course, there is not good football today. I'm doing a watch along, you know. I'm going to do a watch along for Inter today. So you guys have to be there, of course. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. I want to start with the clip, actually, that me and Quest were talking about.
Come on.
And if people haven't seen that clip, maybe I can do it, actually. Maybe I can actually make it. I can actually show it for you here, guys, right? We can actually make it work here. Talk sport. Yeah.
Beautiful clip.
It's, I don't know which, it's the Andy Goldstein response, of course, versus the Martin Keown talking about, let me see the clip. The clip is fantastic, actually. It is actually fantastic. Agbon Lahore got personal with an Arsenal fan as well. It's actually crazy.
I saw that.
It's kicking off.
I'm glad I'm playing it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, let me just play that part. Let me play that part, of course, so we can actually watch it. And I want to start there because it's actually it's entertaining, actually. It is very, very entertaining, actually. Let me just do it here. It's right here. There you go. Share screen. Here we go. Unmute. Here you go.
Should we start?
You know what I'm thinking? I just want to start. You just kick off, Andy. I'm going to sit back and just relax.
Okay, you may have seen it on social media, but I, like quite a few of you out there, actually woke up this morning to the sound of a big old baby crying.
It was very interesting. The likes of Goldstein and people on these channels, other channels, diving in, ridiculing, loving it when other people don't do well. That's too far.
No, that's not true.
It is true.
That's not true. I mean,
100%
that's not true. I'm not going to defend Andy Goldstein because it's not in my interest or I have any...
Andy, play this later.
But
if you want to be a good presenter and you want to go to the next level, don't take fun from other people losing their demise.
I'm not sure you need to lecture people about how they conduct themselves, Martin. But the fact is that
you do that.
You have no objectivity. So the reasons why you catch shrapnel is because you lack objectivity. If you are very subjective about situations, you become very defensive of it. No one's got any agenda against Arsenal. Nobody in this studio.
Well, that's where you're wrong. That's naive. Who's naive now? I was talking about somebody who works on this for this network, who for me takes fun.
So basically, your problem was with Andy Goldstein.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Well, anyway, your manager.
Anyway, look, there is a continuation of this. I'm just going to give you the summary of this. Basically, one of the things in this clip, because I actually made a video commenting on both clips, but full. One of the things that happened during the Martin Kuhn, Simon Jordan, and the other guy, the presenter, is that the presenter told him, which proves sometimes it's the agenda and the people that play with words. He told him, but you were 9 points ahead. It's your leagues to lose. And Martin is like, we were never 9 points ahead this season. No, you were. No, we're never 9 points ahead. And he's like, no, within one game, you were 9 points ahead when Man City were losing. I'm like, but we were never, because within 3 minutes, that doesn't make us 9 points ahead. And he's like, in your head, you should be 9 points ahead. And he's like, that's the agenda. This is what people talk about. You made up a number in your head. The other one is like, when they are saying it's Arsenal's titles to lose, for some whatever reason, Martin Keown pushes against this. I don't. I think it's Arsenal's title to lose. I don't know why some Arsenal fans actually, they agree with Martin Keown that it's not Arsenal's title to lose, that they're going against Man City with that much more financial. They spent $500 million in a year and they can spend in January and they have the best manager and all this stuff. By the way, I loved it. That's fantastic content. I don't know why people hated this. I loved it. It was fantastic piece of content from both of them.
I still don't get the context. Why was Keown upset at Andy Goldstein? What did Andy Goldstein?
I'm gonna tell you.
Does he not know what banter is?
It started by Andy Goldstein laughing when Arsenal drew to Brentford and we were just laughing. And just laughing about it.
Hello?
Here is the problem. I'm gonna tell you the problem. I'm gonna tell you the problem with this. If Talk Sport and Sky Sport, New Quest was talking about this before you guys come in. If their content is only about you laugh at somebody for losing without analyzing the football and see what happens in the game, that's what YouTube is. That's what TikTok is about. It's not what people don't tune into the radio to see someone just laughing at someone without analyzing what happened in the game. Can they get better or not? Are they gonna get better or not? That's the problem. Imagine if every time you sit here and just laugh at someone for banter for all the time. That's not content. I think that is what people are pushing against, is the facts are like, some people just don't want to analyze football. I don't know. I don't watch Talk Sports a lot. These clips pop in front of me. I actually have a way of knowing what clips popped and what not. Like it's AI stuff, right? So these clips, they pop. This because of the talk and stuff like this. Do you guys think, I'm going to ask it's a simple question. Do you guys think that there is an agenda against Arsenal when it comes to analyzing football?
Let you handle that one, Ash.
I have already said before, I don't believe there is. I think what happens is they are basically trying to report what they think will get them the most traction, the most views, the most clicks.
But that's
And
the
the
agenda.
reality
That's
is-
the
Yeah,
definition
the
of
only
agenda.
ones.
It's not agenda. Maybe if you want to phrase it in that way, but I don't think it's agenda because they hate Arsenal. I think it's agenda because that is what sells.
The
If
reason
tomorrow
doesn't
United
matter.
is what sells, they'll
But
do
the
it.
reason doesn't matter. The reason doesn't matter. It's the reason doesn't matter. You know what I
by
mean?
that logic, I hear you. By that logic, there is
You
an
get my
agenda,
point. Like,
but it's not.
if I
but
am,
just gonna
if I'm
clarify,
constantly rage baiting a fan base, that is
Yeah,
an
yeah.
agenda. The reason
of
might be
course.
making money, might be I want to get clicks. The reason doesn't matter. Like, I can have any reason in the world to have an agenda against a player. For example,
Yeah.
when people accuse me of having an agenda against Korea, the reason for me having an agenda against a player doesn't matter. Do I have an agenda or not is the question. I can like the player. The player could have said something personally to me on Twitter or Instagram. I could have just disliked the player personally. That is besides the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Do media
with that
analyze
logic, I get you,
Arsenal
though.
different? Martin Kuhn's points. Do media analyze Arsenal different? Do they rage bait Arsenal fans? That is the question.
I think they do, but I think they do it to sell. Yeah, I hear you. Then in that logic, with that logic, there is an agenda. I just don't think it's an agenda for the reasons Arsenal fans think it is. I think it's an agenda to sell. I've seen them, by the way, in that same. I stopped watching the channel ages ago, but I remember
love it.
from like more than a year ago, they used to like also do the same thing with Spurs. When Spurs used to lose a game, they used to like make that joke about what's the point of Spurs and have you seen and all that crap.
Yes.
It's obviously not a channel to be taken seriously if you're trying to get football analysis. I think Simon Jordan is the only one that I can listen to and say, okay, he's trying to give objective analysis. Whether you agree with it or not is not the point. The point is he's trying to be objective. And
Yes.
he's giving you like
I love Simon
he's giving
Jordan,
you-
actually. I like him.
yeah, I love listening to his show specifically because
Same.
I think he does come unbiased. And I think I like that he calls out people directly for their shit. But everything else about the show is clearly just an agenda-driven material to drive views. That's just what it is. And Arsenal fans are the most active on social media.
So do you think
they're
Arsenal are
pretty
analyzed different though? Do you think what I mean by this?
Yeah, I
do you
think they
guys
are.
think when
Yeah.
you're watching a game, for example, I'm gonna give you a game. When you're watching a game of football, you can say that Arsenal dropped points or Arsenal didn't play well and stuff like this. Do you think they don't analyze the football and they result right away to go to you're a bottle job? While if Man City, for example, drop points, if Liverpool drop points, they analyze the football, they analyze the reasons, they analyze what happened on the ground, the tactical stuff. Do you guys think that there is two different ways of that they do on the channels?
I think
think
yeah,
it's
but
the
I think that's
reasons.
every team. I think that's every team. I don't think it's exclusive to Arsenal. Like City have been the most dominant English Premier League team for how many years now? What are we saying?
Okay.
8-9 years, almost a decade, right? And yet we still talk about Pep spending too much money. Why does it matter? He's winning. It actually doesn't even matter. Even if he spent 4 billion, 5 billion, 10 billion, and I know what they'll say in the comments. Of course, this is coming from a Chelsea fan, but even that is an agenda. I can have an opinion that will be immediately discredited because the club I support spends money, but it doesn't make it untrue, right? So my thing is every team gets this. United, if they're playing well or playing bad, they're playing well, we've got nothing to say, but we pick up the manager. Soon as they're losing, the manager's rubbish, the club is rotten from top to bottom. Same for Chelsea. Chelsea, they're really, really great. As soon as Chelsea start ascending, what happens is it comes out the woodwork. Oh, but they should be doing well anyway because they spent this much money. Liverpool have the agenda. Before they won their title, it was Liverpool need to be humble because they've not won a title in 30 years. Everybody gets it. My pushback, my big thing is this is, right, is I think Arsenal do get it a little bit different, but not any different to anybody else. But their one is so like, it comes with so much vitriol, right? It comes with so much like angst because people are just sick and tired. That's honestly my theory. I think people are sick and tired of Arsenal because we've actually seen this before. So like their style of play is not really any different to the City dominant teams that we've seen before. The way they recruit players is not any different in terms of like they build based on positions, not necessarily based on the stats or on the data. And ultimately, we've seen a team dominate the league multiple times before. So what they're bringing to the table isn't anything we haven't seen before. And then on top of that, they've brought in an aspect of football, which is for most people that are like purists of the game, is like the complete antithesis of what football is supposed to be, which is free flowing, beautiful style of football. That's what every like owner wants their club to aspire to. I'm not saying it's what's right, but I'm saying it's what most fans love to talk about. They want at their club, want for their football team, and what most owners go for, right? So then you've got this system as well where Arsenal are scoring set pieces, which, by the way, is nothing wrong when you're scoring set pieces. If your centre backs and your captains and all these players are not scoring set pieces, you do have a problem. That is a problem. But they've almost got this way of doing it, which they were doing for so many years, where you're literally like you're headlocking the keeper almost. Now I'm seeing every other team do it. And I saw it in the United game yesterday. I was saying about when Everton were doing it, I was like, it's this diabolical. They're not even like trying to position themselves to win a header. It's just 8 man around the keeper and it's nuts. But either way, it is ugly. So like you have to be called out for that. It's just how it goes. So I don't think it's any different. But I think what you've now got then is because they're still in a position where they can win, people have defended it and now given them a reason to almost go, we are being unfairly attacked, which is not true. Everybody in the history of any title charge ever has been unfairly scrutinized, and Arsenal are no different to anybody else. But they've created a hysteria, so they're going to run with it. It is what it is. But that's why I like Simon Jordan, because I think he kept it real, and I think Keown couldn't handle it because he's emotional about his club, and fair play. You know what I mean?
Didn't Arsenal fans call out Liverpool as well last season? Why do we forget that part?
What do you mean?
It backfired on them. All the Arsenal fans who said last season that the league was shit and this is the worst league we've ever seen, backfired on you now. A year later, people are
that's a
saying the
narrative
same
this
thing, you
season
can
too.
handle it. The difference is with me is last season and this season, with Liverpool being crap and Liverpool being good, I kept the same energy. I said this is the most difficult the league has ever been in terms of competitiveness,
A
in
lot
terms
of
of how
parity.
difficult it is to beat like so many different teams. This type of league, you're never gonna get like a Centurion or a 90 something points because it's too difficult. It's literally impossible. You know, like we just saw. Just to go play a game at home to Newcastle in the second half, it was literally all Newcastle. Now I'm not saying they didn't deserve to win or anything. They did deserve to win. But I'm just saying, like even a game like that, Newcastle at the Etihad after a rest of 1 week is not easy to win. So there's no easy fixtures. So yeah.
I agree with you. And that's the funny thing.
And in
I
fact-
remember watching last season thinking, Liverpool are not going to do it. And I was like, they're not going to do it. They're not going to keep winning. And then they kept winning. So by the end of the season, what can you say about Liverpool? All I could say was fair play. But there weren't Liverpool fans trying to dig all the other fan bases out, being like, give us respect. Or you see, like I'm saying, like you can go through the comments and see people being like,
No,
it's
they were.
biased.
No, they
You know what I
were.
mean? I didn't
No,
see
they
that.
were.
I didn't see that.
No, they
So,
were. I'm going to give you one
you know what I mean?
example. When Arsenal fans wrongfully said that Liverpool won the league only because of this and because of that, Liverpool fans would fight back. That is what Arsenal fans do now.
That's
Isn't
a
that the
reaction,
same?
not an action.
Yeah.
Isn't that the same? Do you see the point, Quest?
No, that's not the
fans
same thing. One's an action,
Arsenal
one's a
fans
reaction.
now. So Arsenal fans now don't go
So
unprovoked.
in both cases, Arsenal fans
All
are the
the-
ones that have
all
the
the-
action.
No. Arsenal fans don't go this season unprovoked to someone and just tag them and say, our league is better than yours. They don't do this.
No, yeah,
They
that's
don't.
fair. They
What
weren't doing it at
happens
the
is
start of the season.
someone would tweet and say, oh, the league is so weak. And you will see Arsenal fans trying to justify that the league is not weak. That's the same. I think that's exactly the same. I don't think that I seen an Arsenal fan out of nowhere just go to someone and just start the discussion. That's not how it happens. What happens normally is a rival would rage bait somebody and then people will try to respond. That's what happens in football banter,
I
right?
don't know, man. I listen, maybe it's just the Arsenal guys I'm around in the group chats I'm in. Remember,
Give me an example then. Give me an example.
Oh, okay, great example. I don't even want to. You want me to? I don't want to name names.
No, you can.
Yeah, but
It's
okay,
fine.
so you've
It's
got
like-
like people that have been Antons and other people, Dan's and all that, basically saying at the start of the season. Remember, unprovoked, best team in the universe, best team in the multiverse, best team in the.
What does this have to do with you?
Because the point I'm making is then when people push back, and then you say,
Okay.
well, prove otherwise. And then the season rolls out and you're stumbling, and we're saying, well, if you've got the best, shouldn't you be A, B, C, D far ahead? They're going,
Yes.
well, no, but there's circumstances why we're not A, B, C, D. Okay,
That's a
so-
football debate. I love this.
Yeah,
it's a
for
football
sure.
debate.
For sure.
It's
But
great.
then
It's
when
fantastic.
you lodge those reasons and the pushback is, oh, but the only reason why you're saying that is because of a bias, then you know you're now not in a conversation. Do you see what
When
I'm
Liverpool
saying?
fans say that Salah is as above Hazard, is not on the same
Yeah.
table as Hazard, right?
Yeah. But there's evidence as to why they might say that, right?
Yeah.
So some Arsenal fans keep saying that this is the
Oh, what's
best
the
squad that
mental
ever
gymnastics
assembled.
you're doing today? It's
I
crazy.
don't, Sam. I don't think you're following what happened. There is a war happened on Talk Sport, Sam. This doesn't start from me. There's a viral couple of clips that happened between Martin Keown and Andy Goldstein and Simon Jordan yesterday in Talk Sport. Got hundreds of thousands of views. So
Yeah.
that's what happened yesterday. Martin Keown
What's the
said that
argument?
people should not laugh at Arsenal when they lose. Anyway,
Yeah, which is
Right.
Okay, which
diabolical.
is wrong, of course.
yes, and I'm
You
like,
just must
no.
not know what football banter is, because that's what we do. When everybody loses, we laugh at them, or when they draw games, when they drop points they're not supposed to, we all laugh. We did it for Liverpool last season. We've done it. Everyone does it when City drops points. We do it when Arsenal drop points. We do it when Man United drop points. Those are some of the best streams you can watch. Is when Manchester United have a bad result. Like, that's just football banter. We all
Yeah.
do it.
And do you know what's worse? Sorry, Mo. Do you know what I think is worse, right? Because I'm even seeing it in the chat right now. What I love is the Arsenal fan base, right? And
He's
I
making
know,
enemies.
I
He's
know,
making
and I'm actually going to double
enemies.
down now. I'm actually going to
Wes
double
is
down.
making enemies in the chat.
He's
man.
making enemies.
Do you know why? Because what I've realized is, is like, you know, when you're having a conversation with someone and they come out of their way to like insult you or attack you, it means like they've lost the plot, innit? Yeah. So what I've clocked on for Arsenal fans is they need this league, innit? And I understand why, because I would feel that way too. But there's such a need that any comment in terms of any sort of negativity or could be perceived as negativity, they immediately erupt with pain and anguish that their club has caused them. And since they don't know where to put it, they project it and lash out on everyone else. So now what you've got is Keown, because what Keown's doing is, I'm so hurt, I'm going to force people to not talk about this because it upsets me. Do you know what that is? That's bullying. That's bullying, Mo. Arsenal fans are now trying to bully others because they've been bullied. And nobody wins in that situation. So my point is this.
AMT beat me to this, to be honest, when he sent a super chat. I think all fans do this. Generally,
I don't know,
all
man.
fan bases do this.
Fans do it on a different
I think
level,
Liverpool
bro.
fans have done this many times. Liverpool fans were the angriest, most sensitive fans this summer when they were not getting the validation they were trying to get. They were
they won the
attacking
league,
and
though.
cursing. They were attacking and cursing people for us criticizing.
No, you
Islam,
and Mo were both wrong.
who was not
and
even
you
their
got
player at the
called
time.
from
By the
up,
way.
and
See,
he
there you
told
go.
to
There you go.
the
There you go.
Newcastle
That's evidence.
journalist.
That's evidence.
And you got
That's
cooked.
evidence. See,
No, you got cooked.
He's
You have
still
to admit that you're
he's
wrong.
still
There's no
sensitive
evidence.
about it today. I'm not.
You
I was
have
not-
to
I was
admit
not
that
wrong, by
you
the
were
way.
wrong. It's done. You have to admit that
He's
you're
still
wrong. That's
sensitive
why you
about
like
it
that.
today, by
Hold
the way.
that. Because you're wrong.
Yeah,
Even
honestly,
if
this
I don't agree
stupid
with you.
thing.
You're wrong. Hold
It's not
that.
the
buddy.
internet, it's the damn video.
Hold
man.
that. Which shirt does Isak wear? A Liverpool shirt. Hold
Oh,
that.
you chased
The
him off.
Newcastle journalist said, if you don't drop 150 million, he won't be a Liverpool player. Hold that, you and Mo.
No, but to be fair to Ash, yeah, I remember being on a stream.
What
I
kind of
can't
value
remember
do you
his
get for that
name.
150?
But he was a Liverpool fan, yeah, and we were talking to some Newcastle fans, and he said Liverpool fan. He said Liverpool. Did he say? I think he said Liverpool players are worth more because it's Liverpool. But he's like Newcastle players just by default. So he's basically saying that Isak is not worth as much as a Newcastle player, but immediately joining Liverpool, he's worth twice as much. And he was basically like, because you're Newcastle, all of your players are rubbish. And we were all just like, bro, like that. I hear that kind of mentality was
Can we
going
all
around
agree
at the
that
start of the
Man United
season.
fans are the worst ones in the Premier League. We all agree.
Yeah.
You might-
If Man United become
Yeah,
good,
K-Mac Lou. Yeah, K-Mac.
if Man United become good, we are absolutely in a spot. We're
Then
all
everyone
finished.
will switch to the United glazing.
We're
They're
all
all glazing
finished.
Arsenal because that's where the money is. They'll
We're
follow
all
the
finished.
money to
But let me
United
tell you
glazing.
guys, let me give you an example because I want to move on to the football. Let me give you an example of something.
But hence my point was
If I-
proven. Sensitive Liverpool fans, he immediately jumped on
You
the
got
thing.
cooked.
Yeah,
that tells you.
100%.
All fans.
100%.
All fans.
100%.
You and Mo.
I'm gonna prove it. I can prove it
No, we
wrong,
didn't.
Ashraf.
You were
Ashraf.
angry and crying because we were attacking a play that wasn't even yours. We literally said, by the way, Liverpool did nothing wrong. They were
he's mad
correct to
again.
go and target.
Mad again.
But he got
Isak
so
wears a Liverpool
sensitive.
shirt. Hold that.
I used to go on his show. I go on his show, and his comments, 90% of them were cursing and angry and yelling abusive stuff, all because I said Isak was wrong. That's it.
Can I tell you? I'm going to tell you. Ashraf, I'm going to tell you something. Hassan, you said we're both wrong. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something, Ashraf. I'm going to tell you something. Ashraf, I'm going to tell you something, Ashraf. It's clear.
Which shirt does
Osam kept saying, you guys kept saying the journalists say. You guys kept saying the journalists. Let me just, wallah, I want to say something. Let me say something. Osam kept telling us, you guys kept saying the journalists, which is me and Ashraf literally did. We were saying the journalists are saying that it's 150, blah, blah, blah. So we're literally repeating what the journalist said. Yesterday, Hussam with Touchline Facts, who is in the chat right now, told him, we don't report the news. We're not in the know. We just analyze what the journalist said, which is what me and you did, Ashraf, but he doesn't like it. See the irony here. You see the irony here. Me and you are not in the know.
I don't know stuff about Liverpool. You've been working with me for 2 years. You know.
Did you reveal? Okay, hold on. Should I believe Hussam from Jordan or all the Newcastle journalists? Which one? Should I? Okay, hold on. Should I believe even you? Should I? No. Should I believe? No, you. Should I believe
after this experience now? Which one you're?
No, but even though, no. I actually believe that the Newcastle journalists were correct. I don't think you understand the situation. The problem is your ego is not making you comprehend the situation. If the Saudi, the PIF themselves, the owners themselves, came out with a statement saying that we never made the promises to him, they're literally backing the Newcastle journalists. So I believe that the Newcastle journalists were just saying what the owners told them from the club. And I don't want to go back to the Isak. At the end, Newcastle were, I'm fasting, but Newcastle were bitches and they bent down and they were on their bellies and they literally at the end.
So if we want Anthony Gordon in the summer, believe me, I don't
by the way,
as
a, you know what, as a club, this the situation that happened with Newcastle is exactly this. I have a car. Quest wants to buy the car. I'm keep telling Quest it's 100,000. You know what? You're not buying my car. It's 100,000. And Quest is like, you're gonna have to sell your car. You don't have the money to fix it. It's an expensive car. You don't have the money to fix it. I'm like, no. It's either you give me 100K or I'm not selling you the car. And Quest keeps telling me, you cannot handle this car. You don't have the maintenance money. You don't make enough money. And at the end, I bent down and I gave it to him with 50 as he asked for. Means I was so adamant that I can handle this car, pay the gas, you know what I mean? Take it to the mechanic. But Quest keep telling me, you don't make that bread. You cannot handle this car. It's too expensive for you. It's exactly the situation. And I keep telling my friends, go tell Quest, he has to pay 100K to take my car. He has to take 100K. And everyone telling Quest is like, no, you're a bitch. You're not gonna be able to handle the car. You're gonna go down and you're gonna give me the car exactly what it is. That's exactly what happened in the Isak. It's exactly what happened in the Isak. Anyway, moving on from the Isak thing, I actually gonna give you an example about this. Very, very good example about this before we move on to the football. You guys, when Quest was saying, when Arsenal say they are the best team in the world, Arsenal. Do you guys remember in the summer? Exactly. Do you guys know? When Chelsea in the summer, every time me and Hussam did a show with a Chelsea fan, every single time, first thing that comes up, what? Every single show. And they keep saying, we're world champions. We're the team number one in the world. We're world champions. I know. They are saying this exactly.
Of your world champs, Chelsea.
Hey man, don't be scared at a trophy. You weren't invited to participate.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, but let me give you an example.
Doesn't that
I want to move on. Let me explain the situation. Let me explain to you the situation, Quest. Let me explain the situation.
Fans are even more annoying than Arsenal fans.
Well, that's crazy.
But let me explain to you the story. Let me explain the situation. Arsenal fans, hold on, guys. When Arsenal fans tell us for the last 6 months when they are the best team in the Champions League, number-wise, goals scored, goals conceded, points tally, beating Bayern, Inter, Atletico, blah, blah. When they are top of the Premier League, Arsenal fans come and tell us, currently, we are the best team in Europe. We're top of everything, right? So there is no meaning behind it. But when Chelsea fans keep telling us we're world champions, you know what they're provoking? They want us to acknowledge that they're the number team in the world. This is the fact.
We're provoking it now. Okay, Mourinho. You are.
Mourinho.
Oh, so when Arsenal fans say They've got the best team in the Marvel multiverse. Are they
I
not
disagree with them.
provoking
I
people to-
disagree.
we do.
So I disagree.
We do.
I
We have the
disagree.
best team in
I
the
disagree.
world.
So is
By the way,
it? So,
We're the
but
best
Ash,
squad
I
in the world.
disagreed. I disagreed with this numerous times.
Which team?
Okay,
Which
fair.
which team in the
God
world
bless
right
you,
now
bro.
has a better squad than us? Name one.
listen,
Name one.
I'm not going back to that
They have
debate
the
in the summer.
deepest squad. They don't have the best squad because squad is not only about the numbers. Squad is about the numbers and the quality. You can
Correct.
have 4
So
attackers.
name the team that has a better squad than us, quality wise as well.
I'm not going back to this in the summer. My point is this: if you are angry
Arsenal
that
do
people
have
are upset at
squad
you
in
for
Europe.
saying you have the best squad, why
The
would you
deepest
also be
squad in
upset
Europe,
at
not the
Chelsea
best,
or
in my
deepest?
opinion.
Why would you
Yeah,
be
for
upset
example-
at Chelsea for factually being world champions?
I mean, Arsenal lack
Because-
stuff that makes me. So Ashraf, just to go to that point.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't say that you don't have the best squad, you have the deepest squad, is that you lack 2 things that I think are very, very important to make you the best squad: a number 10 and a striker like a Lewandowski or a Kane or a
We have a number
Haaland.
10. We just don't utilize them the best possible way.
Exactly,
That's a style-
exactly
that's
the
a
point.
style issue.
He is not
But that does not
on
speak of the
paper.
quality of the players, though. That's where you're wrong.
No, but
That
I
doesn't
don't
speak of
think
the
that.
quality of the players.
I don't think that, for example, it's not, again, Ashraf, I'm going to say that. It is not my problem that Odegaard is not living up to the hype.
No, it's a
You
system
need
problem. I
Eze.
agree. It's Arteta's system problem, and Eze as well. Exactly. That doesn't mean we don't have the quality squad, though, because you're saying. By the way, and this is the biggest evidence when you catch people on something. Because I said this before. LB did this on the football terrace as well when they were discussing what is the best squad in the world right now. And LB was like, the Arsenal fan said it's Arsenal. I think Arsenal have the best squad. And LB's like, no, you don't have the best squad. Of course you don't. Terry was like, okay, which team has the best squad? I don't know. I have to think about it. That's exactly what Moses did right now. When I asked him, okay, who has the best team? He's like, So if you don't have an answer top of your mind, you cannot say we don't have the best squad. You can say, let me think about it. I don't know. But you cannot say you definitely don't have the best squad.
So,
And the fact that
Fair
no
enough.
team
That's very
comes to the top
fair.
of their
That's
head-
very fair. Very
and
fair.
the fact that no
very
team
fair.
comes to the top of their heads means
Very
you
fair.
cannot make
It's
a debate
a
for
very,
that team.
very,
no, but we
that's
had
an
this.
amazing. That's an amazing challenge,
no,
brother.
no,
That's
we're
a
not gonna
fantastic
move on.
We
challenge.
had this debate
One
before,
second, I'm not
though.
going to move on.
But we don't want to go that debate. I want to discuss
yeah.
Gyökeres, Haaland, Chelsea,
No, 1 second.
Palmer.
Let me look at the 2 European giants, Bayern and Real Madrid.
Best show on YouTube.
Forget their starting 11s. Neuer, Upamecano, Kim Min-jae, Ta, blah blah blah. We all know, right? Bayern's backup wingers are Serge Gnabry. Their backup striker is Nicholas
Who's
Jackson.
not that good anymore.
Oh, stop that! Stop that! Stop that!
Sucked.
What
Their
are you
backup
talking
No,
Havertz-
about?
Serge
Havertz
Gnabry.
is
No,
better
sir.
than him.
That's actually fact that Serge Gnabry has not been good for a bit.
Serge Gnabry with 2 left boots on would be better than any winger at Arsenal. That's fact.
Stop it, bro. I know Gnabry when he was in our academy. Don't do that. He's not the guy you think he is anymore.
I'm looking at the Bayern squad. Forget their starting 11. Like their front 3 is Diaz, Kane, Olise, and with behind them Musiala. The backup to them is who? They've got that
Nicholas
Carl
Jackson,
kid,
Gnabry. Leonard Carl is a
kid,
baller.
Gnabry,
I'll give you that.
Nicholas Jackson. Their backup goalkeeper is Sven Ulrich. Leimer is one of the backups as well. Like
Okay.
I'm looking at
Ben
the
White's
Bayern
better.
squad and I'm not like, wow. I go to Real Madrid. Their starting 11 is who?
It's-
Courtois.
Real Madrid
it's
is
shit.
a challenge.
Courtois.
No.
okay,
Real
you
Madrid
got-
is a challenge. Their bench, to be honest, it's good.
In terms of numbers, and names, you mean? Name.
Okay,
Chouameni,
okay,
Camavinga,
okay.
Valverde.
Yeah.
So they're starting 11 is Courtois. I would probably say Carvajal when he's fit. Militao, Alaba, or Militao, Rudiger probably.
Their back line doesn't shut to Arsenal.
no,
Their
Hoyser-
back line doesn't shut to
is
Arsenal.
terrible.
Yeah,
Here's
the
what
their
back-
back line we easily win.
Their backups in terms of defenders, Arsenal win that. In terms of goalkeepers, Courtois and Lunin is probably better than Raya. And
Yes,
Correct.
yes.
That's the best
Better than
keeper in the
Kepa, I
world.
agree.
midfield,
Yeah,
you got
there's no debate there.
Camavinga. You got Camavinga, Valverde, Jude,
Yeah, that's
Chouameni.
Chouameni, Ibrahim Diaz, Arda Güler.
clear.
That's,
Brahim
that's
Diaz.
probably the most
I
accurate
think
in
Arsenal's
the world.
better.
100%. No, you're not better. You're
Those are
not.
backup wingers.
Because we've
Backups.
seen-
I'm not
no.
talking about the starting 11. I'm talking about the backups.
Yeah, even the backups, they're still better than you.
No.
What are you talking about? You got Norgard.
First of all, Arda Güler starts most games, so he's a starter actually for them. If you look at since Arbeloa
He
became
starts
the
on the
manager.
right side a little bit 4-4.
Yeah, so you
Yes.
cannot name him on the bench. Then that makes no sense.
Okay, I think the Arsenal squad is
Brahim
better
Diaz,
than
I
Bayern.
like him. I'm Moroccan, but
I
like,
think Madrid was a
Barcelona,
Madrid is a
go through the
conversation.
Barcelona squad. That'd be an interesting debate.
Or just go to who
it's
won the
not.
Champions
I'm
League.
telling you, it's
PSG.
definitely not better than
Barcelona don't have a
their
good
backups.
squad.
Arsenal
mad.
probably have a better line than Barcelona, back line than Barcelona, but
Let me-
No, we have a
me-
better
line,
bench
there's
as well.
absolutely
Their
no
bench,
comparison.
their bench is Mark Bernal.
Oh, here,
Daniel
I'm
wait,
looking at
wait,
it right
wait,
now.
Rashford.
Keepers,
Arsenal's bench is wicked. by
Keepers
the way.
Garcia and Chesney. Defenders
didn't even know who
Cancelo,
Kepa was
Balde,
last season.
Araujo, Kubarsi,
What are we doing here?
Christensen, Gerard Martin, Kunde, Eric Garcia. Arsenal win by a
Arsenal
canter
win
on
that
that.
debate. Absolutely.
Okay, midfield, their starting three is probably, and Ashraf will tell you this.
De
a lot of
Jong,
the time,
Pedri, and
De Jong,
Pedri,
Pedri, and
Fermin
Fermin,
Lopez.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
cold.
for me.
The backups are Olmo, Bernal, and
Mid.
Gavi.
You say mid. You say almost mid.
It's pretty.
No, almost
Gavi
amazing.
And
Oh,
almost
oh, oh.
not bad.
Bernal and
front
Javi,
three
I don't
is
think are that
Yamal,
bad,
Rafinha, Lewandowski. Their backups is Rashford, Bardakci, and
Rashford
Ferran Torres.
and Rooney. Yeah, correct. And Ferran Torres, exactly.
Okay, so
That's
they
definitely
beat
better
you.
than Arsenal.
But
I would say they beat
Rashford
you
would
in
get
the
in that left
forward
wing.
line. I'd say
At
they beat
Arsenal.
you in the forward line, and that's it.
They definitely
That's
beat
it,
them in the midfield.
No, they don't.
I
Mark
agree, it's
Bernal
the
and
best 8
Javi.
in the world. It's
We're
either
talking
him or
about the
Batista.
bench.
That's
Tell-
better than
tell-
anything you have on
But
your
what's
team.
the Arsenal bench?
We're talking about the bench.
What
Mark
is the
Bernal and
Arsenal
Javi
bench?
are not as good as Moreno and what do you call it?
Moreno?
Eze and all
What's
these other
Marino
guys.
doing? He's
Eze.
in the hospital.
Moreno
He's not helping
starts
you.
in the Spanish team ahead of these Spanish people, by the way. He
Also,
starts ahead of these
Marino
other
is your
Spanish
best
players.
striker. He's not one of your best.
Also, because he
He's the
starts
best
for
striker.
Spain, he's now immediately better. Yeah.
No, but he's not just a starter for. He's also a very good established midfielder. We're not
So
talking
he's-
about some.
so- So Gyokeres is the best left back in the world.
He's not. No.
He's alright.
Nuno Mendes is better than him.
You say, hey.
Wait. Did you hear what I said? Nuno
Hey.
Mendes is better than him. Do they play for the
Oh,
same national
yeah.
team?
What?
So is their right
So-
back, but I don't say.
So
his name.
Marino's better than all
Ashraf
these
Hakimi.
other midfielders because he starts for Spain. But Gyokeres, who starts for Spain, right? Who got
I
the-
said
got the-
Moreno
got the-
starts for Spain. No. Quest. I think I got what happened. You misunderstood.
Please,
I said
help me.
Quest starts for Spain ahead of these Spanish players you're bringing up, like Javi, for
Oh,
example.
okay. Sorry, the Spanish player. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Exactly, because we're comparing them to those players.
Okay.
Our bench is better than theirs.
I just don't even
our
get,
defense. By the way, our defense is miles clear of this. Miles, like not even. There's not even a comparison. Like it's not even close. It's clear. And their
But
backup
I don't-
attack. Sorry. go ahead.
PSG. So PSG.
Yeah,
Are we
shit.
saying?
They don't have.
Quest, before you talk, I know, Quest, before you talk, I know you're blinded by their starting 11 and the two subs that come in.
That's it.
PSG
Exactly.
have names you never heard of in your life, in the
But
back line
again,
and the
but-
midfield.
Again, this is the
You
thing.
never heard of. So starting 11, Arsenal starting 11 don't have the best starting 11 in Europe at all. No one said
How
that.
can you have the best squad if you ain't even
Their
got the
fans
best
have
squad in
called us
11?
that
What's
all
going on
season.
here?
Because the starting
What's going
11 is close enough to some of the best. Maybe not the best, I agree. But our backup is much better than majority of the teams, if not all teams, actually.
So this is what gets
So
me
that
though. You know
the
what we've
balance
always done in
is
life
there.
though, Ash? Whenever we think things are close, we come up with ways, reasons, opportunities to prove there is a slight difference above. Do you know what that
Sophisticated,
slight
all
difference
right.
above is?
We're giving context
Trophies.
and evidence.
Trophies. That's always what it is. But then we can't even have that conversation because we get too bogged down with talking about
that
all
is
these
BS,
subset
Quest.
trophies about best squad and best. We don't even care. But when it comes to us,
Quest.
we have to talk about it. Why do we have to
You
even
know why
talk
that's
about it?
BS? Because one of the best ever assembled teams, the Galacticos, won 1 La Liga and 0 Champions Leagues in those 5-6 years. And
Yeah.
nobody can argue that there was a team that had a better squad. No
Yeah,
one.
but-
Sometimes winning trophies is not just on the players. Sometimes it's not just on the manager. It's a combination of both. I think our manager is good, but he just doesn't play the attacking style that's conducive enough of us winning trophies. Now, if he does that from here till the end of the season, we will end the season with a couple of trophies, and that'll change the whole narrative. But he has to do that. That doesn't speak of the quality of the players. That makes no sense. That's like saying your team finished 10th in the Premier League in 2016. Your team was garbage. Your
It
team
was garbage
shit.
that year. It was
No, it
garbage that
wasn't.
year. It was garbage that
Mourinho
year.
that lost his dressing room because a new manager came in with the exact same players and won the league next season.
Bro,
So it
that
wasn't
team
the
was
players.
garbage that year. I watched it all year. It was garbage.
They were garbage in their performances, not the quality of the players. That's what
Bro,
we're arguing. The
no,
quality of
but
the
the
players
team-
is top notch.
Bro. So my thing is this: if there's quality in the squad, yeah, we should be winning these things, right? Eventually. So that squad was decent.
I agree.
2015, 2016 fell off. 2020 thing. Won the league again. So my point is this, even if, because this is what happens with Arsenal. I feel like we get dragged into all these other side quests and stuff to try and earn more XP. Why don't we just go back to the very beginning? Why are we even having an argument about respect when they've not earned it? This is not a victim thing where we're saying there is an agenda. There is no agenda. It's just truth. So why are we even having conversations about squads? Never
you can
before at the
only
start of the
rate-
season.
We've heard
have we-
nothing about it. All we've heard all season is Arsenal have the best squad.
That's
in the world,
it. And
so-
we have to
Which
keep
we
having the
do,
conversation.
though. Why is
Yeah,
that-
but why
why
do
does
we even
that-
need to talk about it? Why? Never.
Because
I've
it's
never seen any
conversation
season
football.
before, bro.
Why are we doing
I've never
Why are we doing YouTube content? Why?
No, because what I'm saying
Just
is
want to
never
move
in
on.
my footballing history have I ever
To
seen
talk about football and make some money.
on this conversation
Exactly.
before the start of the
Same
season. I've never
thing.
seen it. I've never seen it. I've never seen this much emphasis on a squad conversation at the start of a season. I haven't.
No,
ever
because
seen it.
okay, it definitely is.
What?
Because to win all the
I haven't.
competitions, you literally, you know why Inter, do you know why Inter collapsed last season and everything? Because we literally were so bad in terms of a squad that we literally crumbled in all competitions. We were so focused on beating Bayern Munich and Barcelona that we actually completely collapsed in the cup and the league, which tells you that the squad is so important if you want to go far in 2-3 competitions.
So what's your
It's
squad
so
bad, though?
important. Bro, we collapsed in everything. Bro, we had
I'm
players
asking,
on
what's your
their
squad bad?
knees.
Was your squad bad?
Yes, of course
Why
it
did-
was
what-
awful.
How did you make the Champions League final?
Which
Don't
is-
understand.
That's
I've never
why we
seen a bad team.
crumbled in the league.
I line. That's
This is why we crumbled in the league.
Hey man,
Bro, they bottled 3 tournaments in like.
Bro, you
less
don't
than-
understand. We bottled
No, it was
everything.
dark. I'm not gonna lie, it was dark.
Everything.
You
It was
bounced
hard.
it
Bro,
back
they
in
went
there.
from favorites for a treble to 0.
They did
Like
the
that is the.
Leverkusen. Imagine
They did
Arsenal do
Leverkusen
this
in
season.
2002.
Arsenal would have quit YouTube. wallah.
Bro, oh my god.
Yeah,
What's the
Quitting
Kura
YouTube
pod?
now.
Imagine you got to like.
But I'm gonna actually tell you guys that I actually think that City.
Yeah, you didn't watch
Guys, I'm gonna
No.
actually tell you guys, with City
That'll be
signing
crazy.
in January, I think the squads are very. I think the squad is very compatible to Arsenal with the Semenyo. Names wise, because Semenyo, Doku, Marmoush, Haaland, Savinho, Foden,
That's
Shirkir.
probably
I
one
think
of the
it's a.
best in the
I
world.
think from the midfield up, probably City will win it actually after the Semenyo signing, because if
Oh,
you
as
look
in
at that, I looked at the squad. They got tons of numbers from midfield up. If we're talking on paper, because Ashraf said on paper, right? Because Odegaard on paper should be a good player. He's not performing because, bro, we are forgetting they have a Kovacic, they have Reinders that plays
that's true.
sometime in out, Foden, they have Shirky, bro, they have Bernardo. By the way, in defense wise, names and numbers, Man City have tons of numbers. They got Stones, Akpi,
better,
Gehi, Gavardiol, Diaz, Kozanov,
Yeah, but they're
Nouri,
Gay.
exactly.
Did you say
That's why I
Diaz?
said the defense, they don't chat to Arsenal.
Stones and
But
Ake,
from
Stones and
midfield,
Ake.
from midfield up,
We
they
just don't-
actually
we have
do.
like two. We have like
Wait,
one.
sorry,
actual
Mo.
fullback on this
Can we
team,
get
and that's it.
Ashraf's steak? What's this?
What? Ash, tell them you're. Oh, bro, this guy.
Tell them.
No, honestly, look, I've been saying this since the summer, so it's not something new. But I think to win the league, it's proven factually that you have to be the best attacking team. So for me, if we don't win the league, it's obviously because of the attacking style and the lack of attacking style. I basically said if he doesn't win the league or the Champions League this season, bro, I'm not watching Arsenal next season until he's sacked. Like not a single game.
Wow.
Let me do the
Not
super
even
chats
one
because I
game.
wanna,
Wow.
guys, I wanna talk.
Not a
Listen,
single game. I've done it before.
I don't
20,
blame- I
it's a
don't
very
blame you,
prima.
'cause
Hassan,
Arsenal
why are
is
you doing
Wenger
this?
and Wenger got
See,
stuck.
see agenda. Why are you doing
Kev,
this? See, Hassan,
Thank you,
agenda.
Kev. There's actually a use to you instead of just sucking off Sesko the whole time. Big up to you, Kev.
Okay, your mic is off, Hassan. I think.
It's because he
Same
spoke
mic.
closely. That's why.
Same mic.
Okay. See,
انا قربته عشان احكي جمله يعني اكيد.
No, there was كان في تشوش.
See how close it is now. It sounds different when it's
كان
close.
في تشوش. Okay, guys, let me do this. Forza Bodo Glimt. I told you about. I'm gonna do a watch along for this. Let me just run through this. United. Scary times if we can get back to top challenging next
Habibi,
season.
you're not
Oh
gonna
my
challenge.
God.
You're not.
Stop it, bro.
Put the fries on the bag. This is why Man United fans are the worst in the whole league. They won 4 games in 5 and they haven't shut the fuck up, bro. It's
Well, who
mad.
gets ahead of themselves more? Arsenal fans or United fans?
United fans. by
United,
far the worst.
100%. Bro, they finished third.
You've anointed
They
yourself.
finished
You
third
said
in
we're going
22.
for the quad. We're going for 100 points.
I mean,
we're going
I
for-
didn't, but
Oh,
okay.
we're going for
But-
Chelsea's 15 goal record. Like I've never
even
seen
though-
it that
wait,
way.
wait,
I've never
okay,
seen
even
United
though
do
I-
that.
She's
even though
coming.
even though I didn't say it, but
Trying to come for
if Arsenal
centuries
fans
ain't
say-
happening, brother.
if Arsenal fans say they're going for the quad, what is factually wrong about that statement?
You guys are just being extremely naive. You don't know how difficult
No,
that is.
why?
Actually,
Let's
Kel,
not go there.
Arsenal going for the quad is more likely than United challenging next year.
No, but going for the quad for me.
Hey,
doesn't
you
mean
want to
winning.
deal with the
It
facts?
means you're
1 second,
challenging
Ashraf.
for
You want to
quad.
deal with the facts? Arsenal are in a Carabao Cup final, still in the FA Cup, top of the Champions League group stages, top of the league. Factually, they're still in it. Man United, in order to challenge, me and Mo broke it down yesterday. In order to challenge, they need about like 10 players. No exaggeration, just to challenge.
They just
And
need
they've got to
better
deal with 2 games a week. I actually right now it's 2026, right? The last time they won the league was 2013. I have a 13-year sample size of Man United not being able to deal with Europe and the Premier League in the same season. Give me 1 year where Man United did well in Europe and the Prem. Go on. And they challenged. The year where Mourinho challenged, where were they? What did they do in the Champions League?
Wait, Mourinho never challenged. By the way, let's put that myth.
No, he
away.
won
didn't
Europa.
challenge.
He won Europa. And
You don't
he
do it.
came second.
One
second.
second question. No, he won Europa and came where? Say that, correct yourself immediately.
Second.
No,
he didn't.
He
He
won
did
Europa
not.
League and came 6th, Habibi.
Hey!
Yeah.
Second was the season.
Oh, so
after,
what
it-
year?
Yeah.
Oh, it was, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't challenge that season, by the way. They finished 18 points behind City or 19 or
There
whatever.
you are.
They didn't challenge.
There
They
you are.
Ah.
finished
So since
82 points. I think.
Since Ferguson left your club, you haven't done well in the Champions League and the league in the same season. You just haven't. So now you've got 2 games every week next season.
Wait. I just read a comment that's interesting because Kelk speaks about delusion. Kelk, did you really say you wouldn't swap Nico Gonzalez for Declan Rice? Just tell me he was
Based
lying.
on our team, probably not.
Wow. Who's
Because
delusional
I
now?
know who my manager
Who's
is. My
delusional
manager
now?
values technicality, and you have to be good progressively with the football. And
And
Declan
Rice is
doesn't
very
have
good
that.
progressively. He's better than Nico Gonzalez progressively in every aspect. There's nothing Nico Gonzalez does on the pitch that's better than Rice. Nothing.
He doesn't
Zero.
have to.
Probably
We
doesn't
got
even look
better
better than him.
players around him.
I don't even swing that way, but he doesn't even look better than him, I think. Like, bruh, that's my God. That is delusion.
To be fair though, with Pep, yeah, it's probably the only way you can argue
The
that. innit?
player is not technical. Doesn't progress the ball forward.
I think you're
Doesn't have the
shaming-
pausa.
you're
Doesn't
shaming
does the
today.
tempo.
Rice
We're
doesn't
different
progress the
teams.
ball forward.
Westwater turtleneck and wants to sell us
Passing
crypto.
wise.
Shut your ass up, bro. Talking about Nico Gonzalez and Rice in the same sentence.
No,
bro.
I'm not
Mind
saying
yourself.
that, bro. I'm just
Mind
Nico
shame, bro.
Gonzalez.
Mind shame. Stop it.
Nico
Stop it,
Gonzalez,
please.
bro.
saying Pep could make anyone look like Nico
Above
Rice,
average
bro.
midfielder, and they're making it seem like he's like a
Stop what
world
you mean.
beater.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. Like it's Pep.
The
innit?
thing is, Rice is probably even more technical than Nico Gonzalez anyway.
100%.
Yeah, he
It's
probably
not
is,
even a
he probably
debate,
is.
bro.
Yeah. I actually, I
Pep
think.
Guardiola, he's gonna take a La Masia graduate any day of the week. That's Pep
Pep
Guardiola.
Guardiola wanted Rice though. He literally
I
wanted
don't- I-
Rice.
I
before
question
Arsenal.
how that
Guess who
would've
else
gone.
is a La Masia
I really
graduate?
do.
Adama Traore, and we all
He
know how
literally
that works.
wanted Rice. He literally wanted
Oh
him.
my gosh.
Let me do the super chats, guys. Let's move on from the. It's nothing new. The newspapers in the 90s did the same to Graham and Wenger. When Ramsey got his leg snapped, they called us soft. Now we are dark arts FC. I didn't know these things, Mike. There was no social media then. I didn't tune into the English media. So I don't know. But maybe someone that lives in England can tell us this,
There are
Mike. But I
two
believe you
clubs-
though.
There are 3 clubs that are treated differently, and that's the Red Cartel. Those are the ones that
No,
are.
Big up,
And
big up
Chelsea.
the Red
And Chelsea.
Cartel.
Add Chelsea to that.
Big up
Add
the
Chelsea
Red
to that.
Cartel.
Add Chelsea to that.
Mourinho
You've spent 1.5 billion and you're
Mourinho
fighting for top 5.
And there's my point. Thank you,
That's
Hussam.
shit. Yeah, am I media?
Give
Am
your
I
head a
media?
block with a hammer, bro.
Am I media? Am
Part
I
of it.
media or am
You're
I
part of it.
social media?
You're part
I'm
of it. You're
social media.
social media.
You gotta admit though, like a team that I understand what happened after the Champions League. I get with Abramovich, he was forced to sell all that stuff. Fair enough. You have to admit your project has been going on for 4 years. And I saw you on the football terrace coming out after the Burnley draw saying, "Oh, it's not that bad." Bro,
I didn't say that.
come on.
No, I
Yes,
didn't
you
say that.
did.
I didn't say
Yes,
it
you
wasn't
did.
that bad. What I said was, I'm not going to lose my head over it. That's not
Sing
a
it
bad
with me,
statement.
Quest.
Quest, your whole monologue was about
Whoa.
as bad as it seems, or
You
it
know,
was.
funny,
I,
it's
no,
coming for you,
Yeah,
brother.
but that was
That's
in
right.
response. That was in response to people going, "This is the worst result we possibly could have had." Blah 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 blah. And I'm saying, no, it isn't. Relax.
for that game,
We've
yes,
drawn
it is.
game-
You
We've
conceded in the
drawn
end.
games before. It happens.
I
At
agree,
home
it
to
has.
Burnley.
Yeah. Oh no. So you can say, see, this is what I'm saying. You see, this is why I get upset. Ash, because you're saying you drawn to Burnley when you lost to Wolves
home.
and the world was laughing at you. Look what Martin Keown went and
Well,
did.
they didn't lose.
We didn't lose. We didn't
Oh,
lose.
draw,
but
draw,
yeah.
draw. You know what I'm
Like it
saying?
felt
You know
like a
what I'm
loss.
saying?
I hear you. It
Look,
felt like
look
a
at
loss.
how people my point. So you can lose to these teams, bro. You can lose to these teams or draw to these teams. It happens. I get why everyone's saying it, but
But you've
in the
had
same way-
multiple results like that this season, though. It's not one game.
Leeds.
Okay,
Literally,
game
the
and,
game
and
before
yes,
was
and you're right,
Leeds.
Ash. You're right. But you've also had multiple title run-ins where you failed. So
They are top
you
of the
being
league.
called. No, hold on. It does track, Ash.
You
before
are
go into-
fifth.
You're
It doesn't
comparing
matter.
failing at the top to
My
failing
point
here.
is this, because I'm still talking about the thing from the start of the show.
Simon,
This
you
is why I'm
threatening
saying,
people with
if people
hammers.
call you Bottle FC, bro, you cannot be
Going
upset.
there.
You can't say people are treating you differently. You can't.
Quest,
It's
forget what
factual
people
evidence.
are saying.
I have a bigger
Do you?
hammer.
I know we're moving to Chelsea. I don't know why, but somehow you think it's okay for your team to be where they are right now.
Violence
I've never
over
said
here.
that.
Spend.
He's
Give me
coming
time,
at
Mr.
you
I
with
need
I need to
camera.
remember we play West Ham as
But
well. so-
if you ask anybody, my prediction from the start of the season was fourth or fifth and win a trophy. I understood where we was from the summer. I wasn't one of these guys saying we're the best team in the world. I never said that. So everybody
Yeah,
who
no,
knows my takes from
There's
the
only,
summer
one,
said that.
there's only one fan base saying they're the best in the world.
Yeah, so
Because
it's-
there's only
Definitely
one
not
fan base that
Chelsea
does
fans.
have the best team in the world for sure. Yeah, there's only one fan base that has the best team, at least player wise.
well,
I remember this when Klopp lost his fourth final. Oh, I remember. No, bro, I'm going to tell you something funny. I remember the quad year. Liverpool fans were very similar to Arsenal fans. Liverpool fans were the most annoying fan base, not in England, in the whole
The
world.
difference is we had a league title and a Champions League to show for it.
It's nothing to do
Hey, you
with it.
should have beat Spurs
No,
at
it does have
Anfield. Then you
something
might
to do
have won
with
the
it
Premier
because
It's
League.
nothing
If
to
2
do with
years
it.
before I won the league and 3 years before I won the Champions League, you damn right that is something to do for it. So if Ashraf is annoying,
The
as
problem,
hell
do you know what
3
the problem?
years
Do you know what the problem with you with the problem with Liverpool? If you want to talk about Liverpool, every time their fan base get arrogant and speak and their feet kicked up, they get slapped on their asses every time, bro. The quad year, this year, Sam. Next time, guys, do the leopard in the tree. Walk in silence, bro. You achieve shit in silence. I remember, bro. Because
And then when I did
bro,
leopard in the tree, why are you not backing your
Like,
club?
do
You're
things,
shaming.
do things in silence, bro. Bro, you were
The
doing
next time
leopard in the
I'm gonna
tree. You were doing leopard in the tree when Arsenal were down and out. Literally, Arsenal were down and out.
People didn't criticize you for doing
Down and
leopard
out.
in the beginning of the season. It's because you did it in Feb when you were like 8-9 points clear.
Bro, in February, when Arsenal already gave up on the league, he's doing leopard in the tree. Bro, Arsenal
That's
are
when it got
done.
annoying.
They're about to quit.
I should do what Hamza does. Just do the underdog gimmick every single week. That's the best.
Bro, I saw that thing with him and
That's
Souls.
not a
Oh my
pen.
god.
Like, I seriously, oh my God, even the Champions League final against Real Madrid. No. Anyway,
We
it
were
is what
better
it
than
is.
them. Wallahi, that day. Courtois
Yeah,
had
yeah.
the game.
Courtois was just
No,
Superman that day.
no. I was even talking about the first one, the 3-1. The 3-1. Bro,
Haram
Liverpool had a better campaign than Real Madrid that season in the Champions League.
That's what Real Madrid do, though. When they're
Did they?
crap,
I don't
just
think they
win the
did.
Premier, or they just win the
true.
Champions League. That's just what they do.
But they had
This
an
is the
amazing
fourth-
Oh,
this-
speaking about the different year. That was the Roma year.
They
not the
beat-
Barcelona.
Yeah,
Roma.
that season they beat PSG in the round of 16.
Barcelona
They
was
knocked
the
out
year.
Juventus.
No,
They
but I
knocked
don't
out
think you
Bayern.
That
understand.
wasn't the same PSG.
not this.
That was like the Neymar.
Real
Messi,
Madrid, Ashraf, when I talk
Mbappe.
about Real
No,
Madrid,
it wasn't Messi. It was Neymar in his first season with PSG.
Oh, okay, my
2018.
bad. But they
You were
weren't
absolutely
like
killing
that.
it.
They weren't like
Real
like
Madrid
last
were
season,
not
they were a
the
great
best
team.
in these games. There was mistakes here and there. But anyway, that's for different story.
That's always Real
Different
Madrid.
day.
Every
Assalamu alaikum. Hope everyone's Ramadan is very good. Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, Ahmed. Inshallah, Allah yataqabbal. Wa inshallah, God accepts
I
all
mean,
our
it was
good deeds
really
and
good,
fasting.
and then Mo,
He's
Mo
Bosnian,
threw
he
a
doesn't
couple of
speak
B
Arabic.
words
He's
while he was fasting.
He's Bosnian?
Yeah, he's Bosnian.
Wallahi,
Brate boy!
my man, Hamid.
Seko.
He's buzzing.
Jamal, the fact that you think we started the corner thing showing you are being influenced by the agenda because teams like Sheffield, Brentford, and Villa did it to us first. Did they?
Bro, when Brentford first came to the league, remember they played their first game against us, and the corner they scored from was when the player fouled Ramsdale and pushed him. And they said, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I think since that day, Arteta said, Wallahi, you will never forget this. And from that day, we have just started doing the same shit.
And I'm going to tell you something, Allah, I swear to God, that game is engraved in my head. Brentford's first game in the Premier League after 70-something years. The first game with fans after COVID years. COVID years. I remember Stephen Warnock was in the commentary and he was so emotional about having fans in the stadium. I remember that day. It was amazing, actually, that day.
Bro, I remember it for bad reasons. We lost our first 3 games, and after the first 3 games,
I
we
remember.
were last in the league.
That's the all or nothing season.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
The biggest fan base is the loudest and water is wet. I don't know what BBL means. Brain.
Do you have?
I mean, that's just stupid logic because Barcelona fans are more annoying than Madrid fans. So what? It's not just based on biggest and who's not biggest. I think Chelsea fans are more annoying than Arsenal. Chelsea are small.
Oh my gosh. Why do you feel that way, bro?
It's because it's Arteta. If Luis Enrique at Arsenal, probably that's Ashraf's point. Ashraf's point is saying this squad would have been utilized way better if they had a more progressive manager. That's what Ashraf's saying.
And there is evidence of this. Everyone says in the Champions League we play attacking football because teams open up against us. And guess what? Every attacker in Arsenal is killing it in the Champions League. Absolutely killing.
I'll give you that. I'll give
Big
you
up Mo, the only one who can sit relaxed concerning the Premier League. I get cooked a lot about my takes. You just you probably need to watch people like, you said you're gonna win this. You said, bro, my man, I get cooked a lot actually for wrong things. Blaze yesterday kept atting me on Twitter because I said Lisandro Martinez is the second best on ball playing centre back. And he's like Colwell, and I'm like, okay. City and he gave me like a 5-minute clip, bro. City starters and bench clears Arsenal all healthy.
Oh, shut up.
I think we're lacking in the fullback department right now. We only have like one actual fullback at the club.
Yeah, I would say Diaz and Gay are probably
center backs is an interesting debate when they're all healthy.
Diaz and Gay are what?
I'll say probably same level or similar level as. Yeah,
Saliba and Gabriel.
What this is the thing. I don't even understand what Gabriel and Saliba have done.
I still think Arsenal's are better, but it is.
Wes, your view of football is so warped. It's either they win.
Why? I grew up on John Terry and Carvalho, and you're asking me to rate Gabriel and Saliba for what?
That doesn't mean
for what?
For them to be good.
Yeah,
so
what?
I'm not saying they're bad.
We've seen some like really.
I'm not saying they're bad.
They're not bad. They're the best in the world.
Ruben Diaz has been the focal point defender for City for years,
and he was.
How is he's bad?
Can I ask you something? I gotta destroy. I'm gonna destroy this argument. I'm gonna destroy this argument quickly. I gotta destroy this argument. What do you think about Gerard Piqué as a defender?
I always thought Gerard Piqué was decent.
Decent or great or one of the best?
I mean, I have to say he was one
average.
Of the best.
Sorry.
He was one of the best. Okay, so I get it. So it's all about the winning then, and you don't watch the system.
No, but that's a big part of it.
It's all about trophies because you know Gerard Piqué is one of the most average defenders in the history of the sport in terms of numbers, getting dribbled past. He's so average in terms of like getting dribbled past. He's great on the ball. That's it.
But sometimes you have to play to the strengths of your team. No?
Bro, if you go,
so if his team are more
on Gerard Piqué twice, you'll dribble him 3 times.
Oh my gosh. Sick.
Even Quest?
That's why he won that many trophies. Sick. That's what I mean. Like you can't be
there. Wait, so you also won all those trophies because of
Quest? If you want to go down the trophies route, bro, you know Maxwell is one of the most decorated left backs in football history.
But as you heard me say from the beginning,
2 John Stones has 6
as you heard me say
exactly this.
It's not just about trophies. When you get similar, you use what the person has achieved to give you the extra. That's the same reason why if 2 teams at the end of the season have the same amount of points, you go goal difference. You go head to head.
Okay, so let me just confirm.
There's always something extra.
Let me just confirm, and I'll ask Mo and Hussam first, then I'll ask Kelk as well. Mo, do you think Ruben Diaz and Gehi are at the level of Saliba and Gabriel?
Not really.
Right now.
Hussam. Yeah,
No,
I'm talking about right now, Chris. Elk, do you think your centre backs are at the level of Gabriel and Saliba?
No, I don't.
That's it. So that's what we're arguing, Chris.
Yeah,
Even
but
though
Diaz I don't care what anybody else thinks. That's my opinion.
That's your opinion, which is fine. It's fine. City's
Yeah.
bench players are better. Okay, let's see. City's bench players are better than what Arsenal have after the signing of Semenyo and Guehi when everyone is
pull back
fit.
the watch,
Don't
pull back
argue with me. I agree
No
with
more
this
Larkin.
from midfield up. I agree with this. From midfield up, I agree with this.
Fair.
German, I agree with Semenyo. But however, the defense, no. You basically don't have a right back. Your right backs are Matthias Nunes and Rico Lewis. Your left backs are Ait Nouri and Nico O'Reilly, who is a midfielder. You have injured John Stones, injured Ake. Gavardiol is injured. Everyone is fit. Gavardiol is... Tell me who's your best center-back pairing if everyone is fit at City?
I think it's either
Guardiola and
Guardiola
Guehi, no?
and Guehi.
Yeah,
or
me too.
Guardiola.
Gavardiol and Gay. And they aren't Saliba and Gabriel. That's the thing.
Nowhere
Left
near.
back, Nouri is not the same. So for me, I disagree, German chicken wing. From midfield up, Rodri and these guys on paper, yes. City squad quality is on par with, if not lower, Arsenal. If we are judging by names rather than current form, first,
Is that not fair?
it's opinions. Names, yes, you can say the names. Oh my God, yeah, names wise, maybe, but not in the defense, in my opinion. Daniel Farka, what you got for
Who's
me?
the backup striker, by the way? Haaland. Who's the backup striker for Haaland?
There is
Marmoush
Marmoush.
typically plays as a
Marmoush.
backup.
All our three strikers are better than Marmoush. Our backup.
Oh my gosh. This is
100%.
what I mean. This is
100%.
what
Of course,
I
more
mean.
the Egyptian
what I
will get
mean.
rattled.
Wow.
This is what I
Marmoush.
mean. How
Yeah,
could you
judging him
say
based on
that?
his Frankfurt days, he's done nothing in City so far. At least
Oh
nothing
my
of significance since he's
What do you
joined.
mean by nothing? What do
I'm
you mean
sorry
by
to
that?
blow your ears out, Mo.
I
My
said nothing of
apologies.
significance. Nothing of
Oh,
significance.
all right.
That's why I added the word of significance.
Yeah.
Your best striker is a midfielder who's currently out for the season.
This
No, I
is
didn't
what
say
I
best.
mean.
I said our backup strikers are better than
Yeah.
Marmoush, in my opinion, because Marmoush hasn't done anything in the Premier League yet.
Fair enough.
You guys are
Fair
rating him
enough.
based
Fair
on
enough.
Frankfurt.
2 league titles in 4 years and acting like big boys. Sit down.
Actually, this is
Ooh.
factually not true. Because 40 years ago was 1985. So do the
Yeah,
math
and they won like 2-3 in that
Yeah.
in the
So
No, they
hold
dominated
that.
Europe and England. They dominated
Also,
Europe
before
and
Arsenal
England.
came, did you know that Arsenal had more league titles than you?
I
Big
know.
up.
Are you talking about who?
Your club's history.
Man
is one
United. Man United.
Chelsea.
Oh, Man United. I'm not Man United, by the way.
You're not. We know you're not. This is he's
Yeah,
talking to
oh.
Super Chatter. He's talking to
Oh,
Super Chatter.
sorry. I was like, I thought you said me. I was like, I'm not United.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
big
course
up.
you're-
Martin, yeah,
Sporting
Habibi
Chatter.
Martin, thank you so much for this. Ash, logically, how can we have one of the worst attacks, same goals as City in the Premier League, with a
Eddie just
non-attacking
scored.
conservative manager? Ashraf.
Ramadan
What a sorry, thank you for super chat, Martin, but you absolutely ruined it. Last 3 seasons ago, Arsenal's attack contributed to 74% of their goals. Last season it was 62 or something, or 64, I can't remember. This season it's 58%. We have the best attack in the league right now with City because our midfield and defense have been contributing to 42% of our goals, which is a massive anomaly, by the way. It's not normal for all the teams. So maybe get your stats right next time.
You also have one more
58%
game
is
played,
Crazy
so
low,
that
by the way.
does
Huh?
Good point.
help.
Ashraf is right. 58% is crazy low for an attack.
It's insane. 58% of your attack, of your goals coming from your attack, is actually a
So how
very
can
bad
they be
number.
the best in the world then?
Because I think this, I said this before. I think this system.
Are we
is
gonna
what
get
affects-
stuck again? Same
Sorry,
shit
sorry,
again?
sorry.
Where we play more attacking in the Champions League, where we play more attacking
Let's
because
move on,
the
Mo.
games are
Oh,
like
okay,
shorter.
yeah, okay, I get that then. Yeah,
Our
that's,
attackers
More
are absolutely killing it.
Inter Bodo
They're all
Glimt.
scoring.
yeah, that's fair.
Let's preview Inter Bodo Glimt.
Which is a big game, by the way.
Your manager tried to sign Declan Rice. Yeah. City tried to sign Declan Rice, probably.
And
City
he
tried
Well,
that.
we do sign players a lot who don't actually work out. So
This
we'll
is
never
also-
we'll never know. But just based on what I've seen of Declan Rice over the years,
Yeah.
I don't
This-
think he fits. I don't think he fits Pep Guardiola's style of play. I don't.
That's what
This is
people
why
said
I
about
also-
Holland.
He
But this is why I
definitely
also
would
hate when
not,
people
he
say
would not
agenda,
fit
bro.
as an 8 because an 8 has to control the tempo. You have to have pausa. You have to have an elite first touch. You have to create chances,
Which he
crash the
does.
box, all that stuff. He's a box crasher, but I really don't see him as an 8 in a Pep
He has one of
Guardiola
the best
system.
first touches.
That's not
How-
me saying he's a
not
bad
bad.
player. Everybody just interprets me as they just think I'm just saying he's crap. I don't. I just personally don't think he fits in a Pep Guardiola system. As
Why,
an
why
eight.
do you think his
As
first
a
touch is bad,
6,
Kel?
as a 6, he does.
Why do you think his first touch is bad? I don't understand. Where have you
I
seen
watch
evidence
him
of
with
it?
my eyes, and I don't.
Where? So what do you
I
see?
don't. I don't.
You see,
I
his,
just don't.
you see his first touch going like 2 miles away from him, or does he not keep it under control when he gets it?
Look, I've seen elite midfielders under the Pep Guardiola tenure. Bernardo Silva, Ilkay Gundogan, David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne.
And
He's
Declan
nowhere near
Rice would
those
be one of
levels.
them. He's 100% at that level. Maybe
No,
not.
he's not.
He's not as. He's
Not
not
as an 8,
creative
he's
as
not.
CDP.
Absolutely not. You did not watch Ilkay Gundogan then. That's he is
Bro, I've
absolutely
been
nowhere
watching
near
Ilkay
that level
Gundogan
as an
since his
8.
Dortmund days. That's absolute BS.
He could probably
is
have been a
100%
Fernandinho
of that
regen
level.
if he had signed with City and played as a 6. The problem was
I
we
think
had
as an-
Rodri, the best 6 in the world, in front of him. So that's why
I think as an 8, he probably would have won you guys the league last season. He would have probably won you more than one trophy.
anybody
in
would have won us
2024.
the league last season. We had Kovacic, 35-year-old Gundogan, and 31-year-old Bernardo Silva, who's washed up. We had a terrible midfield last season. Everybody was carving through us. Declan Rice would have plugged that hole. Absolutely.
I'm
not
saying
denying
win
it.
you the league, not just help you come higher than
I don't
third.
think he
I'm
would have
saying
won
win
us
you
the league. There's too many problems on
100%.
that team.
He's better than any of your
Respect
midfielders
Liverpool,
right
buddy.
now. He's a level above all your midfielders right now, by the way.
Yeah,
had
after
Mohamed
last
Salah.
season's midfielders, 100%.
No, this season. He's better than any of your midfielders this season as well. Not last
I
season.
disagree.
Allah.
I don't think he's not better than Rodri. 60%
Rodri.
Rodri is
Rodri's
better
still
than
Rodri,
100%
though.
Declan Rice.
No, he's not. What do you
To
want?
be fair, I think I said this from the summer. If Arsenal win the Premier League and the Champions League, I said from the summer, I think Declan Rice will win the Ballon d'Or.
Bro, when I
We
said it
all-
earlier,
the
people said,
Ballon
"Oh,
d'Or will be
it's
determined at the World
I
Cup.
said that in summer.
We all know
But that's
that.
why I get upset when people tell me I've got an agenda against Arsenal because I actually rate the
I don't think
players.
you do.
No, but a lot of these upset
don't think
fans
I
do.
think you have. I
know
think
what
you
I
have an agenda for your own
Case
club.
in point.
Yeah,
No,
for
no,
your
you're
own
wrong.
club. I don't think
the
you're
Ballon
Arsenal.
d'Or
I
is
I think
decided
the
at
other
the
clubs
World
are
Cup.
very unbiased. I
I
really
think
do.
you're too much. You're actually you're a little bit like Terry. You're so good when you speak about everyone else except your own club. That's you, Quest.
Okay, I'll accept that.
When you speak about Chelsea, you're a fraud. Everyone else, you have calm takes.
No. The Ballon d'Or is determined at the World Cup. Because remember, last World Cup, Erling Haaland won a treble. He broke the Premier League goal scoring record. He had like 55 goals that season, and he lost the Ballon d'Or to Messi because of the World Cup.
So I want to ask you. So stop.
no,
Okay, so
no,
hold on,
no,
everyone, stop. So
That's
I'm
not
gonna
true.
ask you a question, Kel. If there is no World Cup this season, and Arsenal do the double, do you think Declan Rice should win Balon d'Or?
I mean, no. I would give Harry Kane's doing far more.
So why should Haaland win it? Because I see what you did, Mo.
You just
I
said
love
there was
it,
no
Mo.
World Cup.
I see Mo. Big up, bro. What a trap. What a
Kel,
trap.
so you don't
That was
want
beautiful.
you are not convinced that Declan Rice is a Ballon d'Or contender. Quest, if there is no World Cup this season and Arsenal win the Champions League or the Premier League, do you think Declan Rice should win Ballon d'Or?
He literally said it before the
if
season.
they win
Why
it,
would his
yeah.
opinion
It's
change?
gotta go
You
to
really think so? You really think so?
Bro, because at the end of the day, yeah,
I would
like
pay attention
he
to
runs
Harry
that
Kane,
club.
what Harry Kane is doing this season.
he runs that club. Look, I'm not saying I would love it, but he runs that club. So if Arsenal go and win both those trophies, yeah, but I just don't. The only reason I think he wouldn't is because I just think there's like an English tax. Like I think if you're an English player, it's very difficult for you to be rated that highly. Like very
Why?
difficult. Because I've never seen English players
Because
really
they've never
have a look
deserved it.
in. No, that's not
They've never
true.
deserved it.
There's been
Tell me
other
one,
play-
Michael Owen.
Oh,
Tell me
my
one.
gosh. 2005, John Terry comes second in the Ballon d'Or
No,
race.
2005 Lampard came second. Get the
Lampard,
facts
sorry,
right,
not John
buddy.
Terry. Sorry,
Yeah,
that,
Terry
that-
never
I
came
think,
second.
I think John
buddy.
Terry
Why
did it
should
in
have-
2000
Van Dijk came second,
and
not Terry.
2000.
Yeah, so why should have Lampard won it that year? Ronaldinho was a better player. Shevchenko was
Yeah,
a
By
better
the
player.
way,
But
if
who
any-
went to the final that year? It was
one of
Liverpool and
Gerrard,
AC Milan.
not Lampard.
And we
Stop.
beat
Yeah,
Barcelona
so
in the
All
run up
five,
to
it's been
the
Gerrard all
semi-finals.
day right
I
now.
understand, but it's not just. I mean, it's.
And
the
we won
trophy's
the
not
league that
only-
year.
No, I know, but by that same logic, Shevchenko should have won it then, right? because he makes
Listen,
the final.
you know why all this conversation
What
is
do you want me to do,
pointless? Let me tell you why this is pointless. I love the Mo checkmate on Kel, but the truth of the matter is there's a World Cup this summer. So
By the way, he's
hype.
right.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah.
Also,
Sam
you're just
was
not
right.
watching
Your
Harry
mic-
Kane and what
your
he's
mic
doing.
is
Your
probably-
mic, even when you're far, your mic is crackling.
Okay, World
can-
Cup season. Here, I'll keep it here. I'm not gonna come. World Cup season. There is a World Cup this summer. So forget the hypothetical. We all know England aren't winning the World Cup. So stop wasting everyone's time and asking these hypotheticals.
We don't
The winner
know.
of-
We don't know.
The winner of the Balon d'Or is probably going to be Mbappe, Yamal, someone like that, as soon
Or
as
Harry
Spain or
Kane.
France win the World Cup. That's it.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
And by the
To
way,
be
in
honest with you
terms of,
guys.
as well in terms of
Ooh.
PR, Kel is right in terms of PR. Kane's PR is very strong when it comes to journalists and stuff
That's
like
true.
this.
That's true.
And I
Yeah,
promise
yeah,
you,
it
if
does.
England win the World Cup, if England do win the World Cup, there's something that you have to keep in mind. Because remember, me and you had this conversation about the Rodri Haaland year, where I said they should have pushed for Rodri after he scored the goal in the Champions League
Yeah.
final. The English journalists and the English media are not going to push for Rice. They're going to push for Kane. And we all know this.
I know.
It
We all
depends,
know.
bro,
The
because
problem,
in the Euro,
Ashraf,
it
Which
depends,
is
Ashraf,
bro.
but I'm
why I
gonna
said
tell
In
you,
the
he won
Euros,
all
when
the
England
big
made it to
Thanks.
the final, Bellingham was the one getting the shout outs, not Kane, because
yeah,
Kane
but
didn't have a
okay,
good
I'm
tournament,
gonna
Bellingham
I'm gonna
was
tell you,
the one
And then
Ashraf,
it switched to
Ashraf,
Vinicius, and he
Ashraf,
got
there
embarrassed.
is one thing that people are missing here, guys. Most of the big media outlets have Man United, Chelsea pundits. They will never push for a Declan. They won't push. Already,
not
Paul
voted
Scholes is
by
pushing
English
against it.
journalists only.
It's not only, but you know that. I don't want to go
You
there,
don't
Ashraf.
control the
But
entire global media.
Ashraf, okay, Ashraf, but you know that drill, right? People listen. There is a lot of journalists that listen to people, the big media outlets, and they cast their votes based on that. It happens in the Middle East, and it happens in Asia, and it happens in America.
Except Jordan. The
There are-
Jordanian journalist voted for Van Dijk. He knows ball. My Jordanian journalist.
By the way, I actually have.
I think Van Dijk got
an
robbed of a
argument.
Ballon d'Or. I think he
I-
should
I
have
have
won
a-
before his ACL. He was
Thank you.
unplayable.
My argument is the opposite. I actually think there's not a single year you guys can pick where a player won a Ballon d'Or that I don't think he deserved it. Maybe Modric.
Yeah, Messi and
Maybe
the 81,
Modric,
yeah.
innit?
Haaland
Maybe
should have won that
Maybe.
Ballon d'Or.
Haaland definitely should not have won it. Messi not only,
Nah.
even if you say that Liga doesn't matter, Messi did not only kill it in Liga that season, he also killed it in the World Cup. So it's not like he only had
bro.
a good summer.
Lacazette
He also had a
killed it in
good,
League One.
but he did that and the World Cup. Lacazette didn't kill it in League One and won a World Cup, right? You get what I mean? So Messi did it on both. I don't think like it's a comparison there. There's not a single year I can think of where the Ballon d'Or winner, I can look at them and say, oh, you didn't deserve it. I'm talking about like in the last 10 to 15 years. Obviously, Cannavaro in 2006.
Yeah,
Maybe that
Modric
was-
is probably the
See,
only one
Mar-
where you go.
Martin, again, Martin will say
he had
Nedved.
terrible stats. but he
Nedved deserved it
carried a
over
small
Henry.
nation to a final.
Arsenal,
Of course he
people
has, but
learn-
Again, World
I'm
Cup.
begging people who speak to us about football,
Educate them.
please
Islam,
learn
please.
the club's history. Arsenal got knocked out in the group stages of the Champions League that year. Therefore, Nedved deserved winning. And the other thing is, in the early 2000s, once again, whether this irritates you or not, it's the reality. In the early 2000s, the Serie A was the league in Europe.
Was the best
It wasn't
team.
even
that's
La
true.
Liga.
That's
It
true.
was, the Serie A was the league. We're talking about the best of the best players in the planet, all existing in the Serie A. That's just the truth.
Guys, we've said it before a million times. Nedved was the best player in the Champions League. Juve lost in the finals to AC Milan on penalties.
And won the
only
league.
because he was and they won the league only because he was suspended in the finals. He destroyed Madrid in the semi-finals, which is why they went there. So people who
And
didn't
I'm
watch
sorry,
the
wasn't that
football
2004?
that time and you don't remember
Yes.
it, don't speak. Don't just
2003.
look at because Arsenal. Look, I'm going to insult
Not
all Arsenal fans on this. Arsenal fans who discovered social media in the last 5 years started researching what happened in 2002. What happened in
2004, Osam was
they went
Porto.
with this narrative. They went with this
Porto won
narrative of
2004, Osam.
Henry, 23, 24 goals, 20 assists. He should have won it. But those who watched football that year will tell you nobody was shocked when Nedved won it. Everyone knew, Nedved deserved it, to be
No one.
honest. He was the best player
Okay,
that year.
fair. And Nedved is a legend, bro. So that makes sense.
Yeah,
Nedved-
you can't be judge your
Probably
job
him and
until you get.
Cannavaro are the two weakest winners in the last 20 years, but it doesn't mean
Who?
that they didn't deserve it.
Oh. I didn't
Nedved
even
and
Cannavaro, I would have given it to Zidane, but anyways.
Cannavaro was
talking
so, like,
yeah.
100% Zidane in 2000. 100%.
2006
But
it was-
remember, Real Madrid lost everything in 2006.
Correct.
So Zidane,
Correct, yeah.
like they lost everything. They
Oh,
didn't win
yeah.
anything in 2006.
Final and Zidane had battered
Yeah,
Yeah,
so and
and
Zidane got the
World
red
Cup
card.
year.
It was like they couldn't have given it to the guy because it's his last year. Just he didn't win anything. You can't be judged at your job until you get a promotion. 100%. Before I do the rest of the super chats, actually, some of them. Actually, let me finish them quick. Dark arts pushing players offside. The City favor. That's dark arts as well. Pushing Dan Burn offside. That was dark arts.
Apparently, there's a rule. I don't know if you guys know this, but apparently
actually, it
there's a
turned out
rule
to
where
be
it's not
fake.
allowed.
It turned out to be it turned out to be fake.
So you can push a player into offside.
You can. The referee has the right to actually stop the play and get it back to a free kick or call a penalty. It's up to him.
But we all agree. We all agree Bernardo Silva should have been sent off easily.
I actually have
agree
not
that
seen
Dan
it.
Burn also should have been sent off for a
Why?
shirt pull because he had a yellow card and he pulled Haaland's shirt in the
But
box.
it's not. It's nowhere near. It's nowhere near
That's
what
still a
Bernardo
second
Silva did.
yellow. If you're
Bernardo
going,
Silva
if you say
was an
Bernardo should have been
intentional-
sent off, just be fair about it.
No,
Then
no,
it's
Dan
10v10.
Burn, that one,
Then it's 10v10.
that free kick, that free kick is definitely not a second yellow. The Dan Burn one on the sideline,
No, the Dan
that
Burn
is
one occurred in the
definitely
box.
not a yellow card.
Yeah.
That was an intangible. It's definitely not a yellow card.
Yeah.
And
It's a
actually,
foul,
I
but
actually
it's
think
not a yellow card.
the Bernardo Silva one should not have been a yellow card because Dan Burn is an idiot. It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
He
Habibi,
literally
forget
didn't
the
sell it.
idiot part. By the law, was it a foul or not? Was
No,
it a yellow bookable
it's a
foul or
foul,
not?
but
By the law, is
Depends.
tugging a
Bookable
shirt a
foul,
yellow
that's it.
card.
But both of them
Okay.
were holding each other. It's not only one way.
Sam, it's the hammer for Vert's criticism.
No,
But
it's
Vert's
for
gonna-
AC Milan with one game a week being 10 points behind Inter.
Oh gosh. Oof.
How the mighty have fallen. man.
Oh,
Sam, if
Oh,
your
it's
neighbor,
Five and he's your best
Guys-
player. Shut your ass up.
if your neighbor slashes your tires on your car every day and you ask him how many trophies he won before judging how annoying he is to
No,
you,
because my neighbor cannot win me a game in the 90th minute and put it top bids.
wow, Buku just scored. It's 1-1.
Fair play. Fair play.
fair play, man. Jamal is saying John Terry said in a video yesterday that some center backs now are better than Carvalho.
By the way, a lot of centre back. You see this Carvalho hype, bro. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about some of these nostalgia merchants. Let me tell you. I want to just say something. GA merchants ruin the sport, but aesthetics merchant ruin the sport even more.
Even more.
Because
Yeah.
merchants will make it out okay just because someone looks sexy, like Cunha and Mbeumo yesterday. Or Cunha looks sexy, so it's okay. Even though Cunha was objectively worse than Mbeumo on the football pitch because Mbeumo looks a bit clanky. So that's number one. And the other one is nostalgia merchants. Ricardo Carvalho
Wow, he scored a goal,
never
he
got
broke his
booked
nose.
before. Like people always doing this nostalgic
Yeah,
shit.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Arsenal 4 less goals. We had Elaine and Kuzanov for 4 months. For a month. For a
Oh,
month.
yeah,
conceded.
it was only a couple of games.
It was a couple of games.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
fair
had
enough,
a
man.
couple-
Also,
had a couple of games
something
we
that
had no
people
defenders.
forget is the first 3 games of the season, it was James Trafford in goal, not Donnarumma.
Yeah, and Trafford was
Trafford
just
gave,
diabolical.
I think we conceded 5.
4
Here is
months.
where I
4 or
measure.
5
Here is
goals.
where I measure the defense. I don't measure the defense based on the number of goals you concede only, guys. I measure the defense based on the number of XG you allow and the number of chances you allow, because the distance between Arsenal and City is enormous. And if you go check it, it's ridiculous. One of them is 18 and the other one is 31. That is a massive difference in terms of XG conceded. That means you can prop Donnarumma for his saving ability, for shot stopping. But the defense itself allows a lot of XG against them. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to
Yeah,
people.
fair, that's fair.
Yeah, but having an elite shot stopper can definitely mitigate. You
Unless-
may give up more
unless
chances,
you wanna
but if
say-
the shot stopper stops the goals, then they're not going to be
Kel
scoring.
is right, by the way. Donnarumma has saved them a lot of times this season.
Yeah.
Which
A lot.
bench defense are you taking, Mo?
Obviously, Arsenal.
Arsenal.
What?
You have to
I
take.
am
sorry,
taking
you
number
have-
one.
you have to go.
I'm taking Ben White, Mosquera, and Capia over your backups, over
Yeah,
Kuzanov,
right
And
now,
Kelly.
absolutely.
over Kuzanov, over John Stones.
The only good backup you have is Kosovo, really.
Is to be honest
Yeah,
with you, because I would think the starting lineup for you is Nouri, Gehi, Gavardiol, and Matthias Nunes. I wouldn't take Rico Lewis.
No,
I don't rate
Rico
Diaz
Lewis
that
will leave in
highly.
the summer. He's not going to be here.
I don't
next
rate
year.
Diaz that highly. Stones is always injured, and I don't rate Stones as a defender at all. Anyway, I don't
He's
rate
like
him as a
PK.
defender. I think Initanak is good, but he's older. So
He's
here I
injured.
mentioned all the names, right?
Yeah, you have to
Quest,
pick Arsenal's defense at this point. There's literally no justification to pick City's.
it's
None.
it's the coach, so rivals don't rate the squad. You don't
As
rate
in
the squad, you
Arsenal?
must rate Arteta highly then.
Who me?
Very highly.
Yeah,
must
I
rate-
think Arsenal have a really, really good squad, by the way. I really do. Like, I've never said otherwise from start of the season. And I actually think Arteta doesn't. I think he actually doesn't get enough credit. Like, I think if he went and managed at Barcelona, you'd see him sweep the league quite comfortably. I think.
Reinders, that is holding bench for O'Reilly because O'Reilly has been magnificent.
And that makes
Rangers
our
is a
midfield.
80. It comes
But
from
Rangers
Arsenal,
has not been that good. Don't just say one and ignore the other. Rangers has been
But
underwhelming.
Rangers
Stop-
has also
stop-
been
I
on the
told him,
bench a
I
lot
told him,
lately.
I told him in the beginning, Reinders for Milan was more of a luxury midfielder. He doesn't want to defend. He doesn't want to track back. He doesn't want to do any work off the ball. He doesn't want to. He's
Yeah,
a very
that's why
good player
he's
on
on
the
the
ball. He doesn't
bench.
want to.
That's why he's
So
on
when
the
we are
bench right
comparing
now.
backup midfielders, don't put him ahead of Moreno then.
Why the Man City ladies yelling at us? We're all yelling, Mookie. She's not yelling at us. We're all yelling.
Guys, I have
Habibi,
the
Mookie.
loudest voice. If she's yelling, then
I
what am
think I did blow your ears out when I started laughing though.
And why is Osam have a West Ham tool in the hand?
because West Ham
You
stopped
need both
Man
of
United.
them. Who's on both of them? Get both of them.
Yeah,
Good,
because
that's
Man
not good
United-
too. Give the
Before
two.
Quest go, I need to do that segment about something. Haaland
Oh,
won
yeah,
a triple. Haaland won a triple, not just 50 goals. Yeah, Haaland should have won it 100% in that, not Messi.
No, he
I
shouldn't
miss
have.
when
But he
Willian
also,
just
yeah,
mentioned
when he
trophies
also
when it
broke the
comes to
Premier League scoring
Balon d'Or.
record. Like,
Yeah,
that's
he
not
probably-
easy.
Yeah,
You know,
no
Messi
doubt.
and Ronaldo ruined the sport because Messi and Ronaldo is the reason why people look at like who won the Champions League and blah blah blah. Before that, it wasn't even a thing, honestly.
Empty. If Henry scored that chance in the Champions League,
We would have won the Champions League. Yeah.
big if, empty, that's a
he did
massive if.
pop it, I'm not gonna lie.
Guys, before Quest has to go in like 5
If
minutes.
only.
I just want to have a question for Quest.
so many ifs.
Me and Quest were discussing something. Why are Liverpool overconfident that they're going to get Champions League over Chelsea? Every time I speak to Hussam or some of the other Liverpool, they are overconfident about Chelsea that they're going to get top 5 and Chelsea are the ones to get knocked out or Aston Villa. Quest disagrees, by the way, Hussam. That's
On
the thing.
Liverpool.
He's
Come
like,
on, Chelsea. Let's do it, Chelsea.
What is it, Quest? Do you think
Because
Liverpool are
didn't do us a
overconfident
favor against
and
Man
they should be
City,
a little bit
and
humble
Chelsea will
about
do
this
us a
top
favor
5
against
thing?
Man City, I'm confident.
I think they should be humble, but you're never gonna get Liverpool fans to be humble, man. It's like, yeah, it's trying to put like, yeah, it's just mad. It's never gonna happen. I just don't know why they think it's more likely that we would fall out because, for me, I think like, yeah, we've drawn the last 2 games, but it's individual mistakes. So I think Rossini's been quite clear that they're ironing this stuff out, and I think we'll get back on it. That's just why I can't sort of conceptualize why it would be us to fall out over United or over Aston Villa. Like, I think it's more likely that a Villa will drop down than it is a United or a Chelsea. But that's also saying like Liverpool will have to leapfrog any of those teams, which obviously when I watched the Forest game, they were diabolical. Like, the Forest should have won that game 3-0 in the first half. So that's why I'm like, you know, and again, I know people are going to say that someone said it in the chat now, Chelsea have a hard run, but we've established since the start of the season, Chelsea struggle far more against the lesser teams in the league than they do the teams above them or around them. Like, the teams that are the harder games, they actually play better against. Even when we had the Carabao Cup semi-final, I was like, look, we've got a better chance of getting a better result at the Emirates than we do at home. And I don't know why that is, but it's just like this season we're struggling. So for me, I just think like,
Wait, is that true though?
no,
You
that
think
was just
you'll get
my
something at the
theory.
Emirates?
I thought
Because
we
you
would get a
drew-
better.
I'm looking at the top 10 teams. You drew against City, which was a very good result. You
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
at home to Villa. You lost to
Yeah.
United. Fair enough, you beat Liverpool. You drew one game to Brentford. I think you won the other.
I think we'll
Or did you
draw
not-
one. Draw no,
If
yeah,
I'm-
drew 1-1. Yeah,
Maybe you didn't play
Get
that. Okay.
the more we speak about it.
You drew to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
What did you do
and then
against
beat
Everton?
Bournemouth. I think we beat Bournemouth second time. I think we played them twice.
Oh, did you?
Bournemouth.
Okay, fair enough. And what did you do
think
against
so.
Everton?
So guys,
Everton, I think we beat them the first time round.
Wes, let me destroy
And
your
then Fulham,
point.
and then Fulham, and then Fulham. Yeah, exactly. So you have not done well against.
Let
the
me
big teams.
respect.
No, but we've
No,
done
okay.
better against those teams than the lower teams in the league. Is my point. That's why lots of Chelsea fans have said your Burnleys and they're the ones that you worry about. Oh, go on, Mo. Yeah, go on. Tell me why I'm so wrong, brother.
I'll tell you why you're wrong. I'm gonna respectfully destroy your point. Very respectfully. You get me? I'm gonna respectfully end this Chelsea thing. Number one, you can't bring up consistency in this debate to begin with, because the reason United, Liverpool, City, Villa, and Chelsea are in a top 4 race to begin with is because we're inconsistent.
Yeah, all
So
of
it's
us, yeah.
4 inconsistent teams to begin with going for the top 5, and you don't need consistency to get top 5. This is a myth that we've already did 100 times. We've already debunked this. No one in a top 4 race needs to win 10 games in a row. Winning 10 games in a row is title race material. Top 4 race, all you need to do is win 4 out of 5, 5 out of 6, and then you can draw 2, blah blah blah, and you can still get top 4. Now, the logic for me is very simple. With Aston Villa and Chelsea, I think United will make top 4 because they have 1 game a week and they have good forwards who will win them games. So I think they're going to get top 4. And they're all playing with a point to prove because of Amorim and blah, blah, blah. Chelsea, I'll come to Chelsea in a bit. Liverpool. Most of the Liverpool fans are slot out, but it doesn't change the fact that our players will win us games. Meaning, Ekitike will win me 1 or 2 games. Isak will win me 1 or 2 games on his back. Salah will win me a game on his way out. Van Dijk will win me a game. Van Dijk was our best player, him and Konate against Forest. That is experience that you cannot buy. The thing with Chelsea is the following. If you had Maresca, I would have had you down as top 5 100%. I think the team fighting for 5th is Aston Villa and Chelsea. Just as much as I think Chelsea will fall, the other part that Mo left out is I said that Aston Villa will fall. The reason why
I said that.
Okay, sorry. If you said it, my bad.
Yeah,
the reason why I can't guarantee that Chelsea will miss out top 5, sorry, is Aston Villa. Because I think that as soon as the Europa League starts, Aston Villa are finished in the league.
You might have a point. You might have a point.
As soon as Unai Emery gets the team ready, and I think they will make the final of the Europa League. I've looked at the teams in the Europa League. I don't think anyone is like, oh my God, so scary. Like, maybe Roma and Porto, just based off like what they've had history in Europe. Other than that, there's no one really there. Like Aston Villa, I'd expect them. Aston Villa, by the way, last season literally almost beat PSG. Literally almost knocked out PSG if it wasn't for Donnarumma heroics. So they're going to do very well in that trophy, but that will affect their league form. Now, for me, with Chelsea, I don't trust your manager. I don't trust your defense. Your players are too rash and they're emotionally charged for no reason whatsoever. Me and Mo discussed this. So you're going to have another 1 or 2 games where red cards cost you. And the other thing is, your top players aren't in good form. Cole Palmer is not in good form. Moises Caicedo is not in good form. Enzo Fernandez, I love the guy. I think he's your best midfielder. He was crap against Burnley. He was absolutely rubbish. Reece James, for me, is your player above everyone else. But as you see yourself, he's not fit. The other thing is, your run in the next 6 games is incredibly difficult.
Yeah, it's tough.
Arsenal away, Villa away, Newcastle at home, Everton away, City at home, United at home, and Brighton away. By the time you get to that Forest game, in that 6-game run, it wouldn't shock me if Chelsea win 1, draw 1, and lose 4, or Chelsea win 1, draw 2, and lose 3. It is an absolutely dreadful run. I expect you to lose away at the Emirates. I expect you to lose to Manchester City. I expect you to lose away at Goodison or get a draw. I think you will lose or Aston Villa. That's very difficult. Man United is one of the teams that always get a result against you anyway. Like they're the team that I think you haven't beaten them at all.
Not at home though. Not at home.
I know this game at Stamford Bridge, but still, like they're one of the teams that always get something.
I don't think you've been that good at Stamford Bridge.
So
we haven't. But the Chelsea United fixture is tough. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's just a difficult run with inexperienced players that for some reason keep getting sent off, and an inexperienced manager.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. So you're going to fight with Aston Villa. And also the other thing is, one more thing. Just as much as we say United next season, we're going to have to deal with European football, we also have to keep the same energy for Chelsea. Because let's be honest about this. Chelsea last season, when they were playing FC Noah and F91, you also don't lie, you're an honest man. They did not play a single starter in those games. So all those players
it's not true. It's not true. We did. You know what we did. Some of those games we did. But you're right. You're right that the majority of the games
he's convinced now that it's between him and Villa. He's like convinced now.
We're gonna get the Champions League draw on Friday. I promise you, if you get PSG or you get Barcelona, you're not gonna rest Palmer or Caicedo before that away fixture at Everton. You're not gonna rest any of these players. But now I go to the Liverpool team. Every single Liverpool player is used to playing 2 games a week. Every single one of them. Us actually playing 2 games a week
is completely normal at this point because we've done it consecutively for the last 10 years in a row. It's normal.
That I will say for sure. That's
You know
going
how
to be
logical I am.
maker.
Nothing I said is emotional. Nothing.
I'll give you that. I can't actually argue with him on that. To be fair,
Thank
I
All
actually
that
think
more.
he's probably right.
I just
It
think
would take a
Liverpool-
miracle.
Liverpool are just winning more games. They're more consistent right now. They've gotten over whatever was happening at the beginning of the season where they kept dropping points and they're just playing better.
Very-
So I would favor them.
That was
for
the
that
shortest
reason.
segment I've ever had on YouTube.
By the way, Mo, the other-
It's because I'm
as an
thinking, you know,
example,
He's scared of
as
the
an
hammer.
example, I
That's
think
why.
we all on this panel believe in momentum. Next game, Chelsea go away to Arsenal. Liverpool play West Ham at home. I know I'm holding a hammer right now. Speaking of,
Logically, it's 3 points to Liverpool,
But
0
I
points
just
to
agree with
Chelsea.
you, Sam, because you're holding up
Like,
that
Again,
as
after-
bad as we
your
are,
life.
guys, as bad as
Guys-
we are, we're not gonna not beat West Ham at home. Let's be honest about this. As bad as we are.
it's
The
possible.
game after, the game after, you play Villa away, they play Wolves. 6 points to Liverpool.
Yeah, listen, it's not in our favor. That's why I said get me a trophy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Habibi.
that
That's
Wolves
not-
team.
Hey, Wolves are not easy, bro. Wolves are a very, very difficult team.
Habibi,
Wolves
you
are
have
not
Wolves
easy.
PTSD. I don't.
I know
Wait,
you're gonna go
didn't you?
Quest.
Wait. Didn't you draw against them at Anfield?
Yeah, but that was during the fight.
Yeah. But listen, guys, sorry, I'm not a
I
fan.
remember your results.
Yeah, big up,
Oh,
Quest.
guys,
Quest, big
guys,
up,
love
Habibi,
you all.
Thank you.
Take care, chat. Love
up,
you.
man.
Appreciate you.
During the fights
Big up.
and stuff, it's different.
He really got scared of that hammer. He ran away.
Yeah.
Listen, the
Actually,
title
no,
is
we didn't draw to Wolves. We beat them 2-1 at Anfield. Hold that, buddy. Hold that.
Okay. I know what happened. You
Hold
beat them
that.
2-1 and you were complaining about the performance. I remember now. Because you said the performance was shit.
Ashraf, I want to ask you something. But let me do these 2 quick ones, and then I heard from Hussam
Don't ask
that
me for
you.
winning the league. Oh, thank God. Okay.
No, I heard from Hussam. Okay, let me just do this. Recap: City better goalkeeper, midfield and attack than Arsenal defense.
You don't
Is
have a better
Donnarumma
midfield
better than
us.
Raya?
Maybe. I don't know. It's not sure. But you don't have a better
No,
midfield
but
than us.
their
That's for sure.
goalkeepers as a unit is better.
Yeah,
Raya, I
Kepa's
think,
better than
maybe,
Trafford.
but to be
Raya-
honest with you, I gotta
I
say,
think you're underrating Trafford.
Donnarumma has improved. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Did you have you told that to
Improved
other
or has
people
he
in our
always
fan
been good?
base? You have an agenda against Donnarumma.
I know he doesn't. Liverpool shithouse their wins. Chelsea get shithoused. Yes.
I think
Seriously.
you guys are underrating Trafford.
I heard, Ashraf, that you
They're very
actually
good in the
lost
cups.
belief completely.
Wait, before we get that, Kelk, did you say we're underrating Trafford? You
In the
yourself
cups,
said
he's
we
been
had.
very good. I think he's only.
You said we
conceded,
had
like,
Trafford in the first 3 games and don't rate. So you had Trafford. That's a good keeper. Why did you lose the first?
well,
Who's
in the
better
cups-
then?
In the cups, he's been exceptional.
By the way, I'm
And
going to tell you guys
Kepa's
something.
been fantastic. in the cups as well for us.
Goalkeeper backup doesn't matter to me at all.
Yeah. Unless there's an
Let me
injury.
just-
Well, there's some people in my
Yes.
fan base who argue we're better with Trafford than Donnarumma. So, but
Yeah,
that's not
absolutely.
my argument to make. So I won't make
Let
it.
them
That's so
cry.
bad.
Let them cry. People just say stuff for the sake of just saying things.
By the
Do
way,
you- did
City
you
won
f-
the league 2 seasons ago because of a backup keeper. Otherwise, they wouldn't have won it.
Because of Ortega.
Yeah.
Bad
The save
memories.
against Son.
Yeah.
Wallah al-Azim, trophies. When people argue trophies, just check out. In the last guys, in the last 48 hours, there has been an argument about the best goalkeepers ever in the Premier League. You guys have seen Sky Sports
Yes,
and stuff.
Carragher.
Okay? And all this stuff. The problem is, do you know who's the goalkeeper that won the most leagues?
Ederson.
Edison.
Oh.
And
Really?
he won
He has
6 league
6.
titles. And you wouldn't
What
put
about
Edison
Michael?
in the
Michael only had 5.
5.
Oh.
So that's
tricky
the problem.
conversations.
The problem, if you do trophies and you put
Yeah.
David De Gea, who won 1 league title only, versus Ederson, it's long. The goalkeeper, it is long.
Guys, the best
So that-
goalkeeper of all time in the Premier League is Alisson. I don't even think it's a debate, honestly. I think people are just trying to push agendas on
Yeah,
nostalgia.
Alisson, I
It's
love
100% Alisson.
He's
He's one of the best on his feet. He's incredible in one-on-ones. Fantastic shot stopper. Incredible in the air. Bro, like, we need to stop this.
I actually
nostalgia
think
crap, bro.
it's a very good shout. Like, I think it's, for me, there is like, I've watched Van der Sar be fantastic. I've watched Peter Cech was ridiculous, to be honest with you. The
Alisson
reflexes
is
of
Yeah,
Peter
but he
Cech was
sucked on his feet, though. He
Alisson
wasn't
is
good with his
better than
legs.
Van der Sar.
Yeah, Peter Cech was not great on his feet. Not fantastic with his feet. To be honest. But I heard that. Did you gain the belief back after beating Spurs or no?
No. Look, I'm maintaining my same logic. I'm saying if we play attacking football from here till the end of the season, I don't think there's anything City can do to win the league because I think we're better than them. And I'm sticking by it because the facts and data shows attacking teams win the league. That's since Pep Guardiola started winning the league, by the way, with City, so 2017, 2018, every season except for one, the best attack won the league. Every season. And that one season where the best attack didn't win the league was the 2019-2020 season where we had the COVID break. Obviously, Liverpool won the league in December, Jan. It was already done. And City came back from the COVID break. They had like 10 games left. Go watch what they were doing. They were scoring 3-4 goals every game. That's why they ended up as the best attack. They were obviously incredible post the COVID break, which was like the league.
Can I argue quickly? Do you believe that football has changed this season a little bit? The Premier League is harder to win. The teams are different. The types of goal we are seeing are different along throws, the set pieces.
And that is why the best attack wins.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why the best attack is more likely to win because by the way, like teams started getting more defensive, not just now, even before. Yes, now it's gotten better, which is why the goal scored for is less. But I think the reason why football has changed over the last 10, 15 years and it went from defense wins you championships to attack wins you championships is because now the teams park the bus, they play the low block, everyone behind the ball, everyone sit deep. The teams that have a competitive advantage in their attack are the ones that end up making the difference and winning, which is why Liverpool and Klopp dominated, not because their defense was good, of course, but it's their attacks that were unlocking those low blocks where now it was not easy to play against them.
But you score the same goals as City, regardless of it doesn't matter if the attack is good or not. You score the same amount of goals.
I explained that to you. I told you one is 58% of
I know. But what you're saying is that attack or number of goals, you mean? Because City won the league where their top scorer was Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, but I mean,
City won the league without having someone scoring 20 goals. City won the league twice.
But their attacking style was incredible. They were playing attacking football that no matter how defensive you played.
So you don't believe the Arsenal style can win the league now?
No, not the style that we saw in the previous games. The style we saw against Spurs, the style we saw against Leeds, the style we see in the Champions League. I think that will win us the league 100%.
So, but the team is capable of doing these things then?
Of course, 100%. That's why I'm annoyed. Because we can play that football. We've shown we can play that football. Okay. And if we play that football, I think we'll win the league. But I don't know if we will play that football from here till the end of the season. I hope we do. If we do, then amazing. I think we'll win the league for sure. And I said this before, by the way. Can we win the league playing the other style? We can. But for that, City have to be shit. City have to continue being garbage till the end of the season. I don't know if that'll be the case. Maybe Semenyo and Guehi was a difference maker. Maybe their style has changed. Maybe
City. Me and Osam actually discussed this on MHF. City aren't even they don't look actually great as you make them be. You don't.
I never said they're great. I never said they're great.
But you just said we were garbage.
Yes.
There's a difference between not being great.
No, but okay, maybe I misunderstood. You just said that Guehi and Semenyo will be difference makers.
I said maybe Guehi and Semenyo will be the difference makers. In which case, we cannot afford to just play the old style and we'll win it by default. Like whoever wins the league deserves it 100%. But if we are to win the league using that style we saw against Wolves, against Brentford, against Liverpool at Anfield, against Forest away, the only way to win the league playing that style is if City keep dropping points the way if City continue being inconsistent. Then I think we will. But if City pick it up and go on a crazy run, the only way we can win the league is if we play attacking football like we saw against Spurs, against Leeds, which you yourself said you saw the difference in the intensity and the way we were moving the ball forward, some of the risky passes we've been playing. If we do that, I think we will win the league, regardless of what City do. Because I think
what wins you the league is you being resilient again. And stop making mistakes.
I don't think that's the case because mistakes.
I wanted to. Go ahead.
No, I was saying mistakes don't even treble winning teams and 4P teams and 3P teams made a lot of individual blunders.
But most of the goals that get scored against you, there was a compilation of the goals that scored against you. It's literally your own making.
But that's something
your own making.
That can happen as the pressure ramps up.
No.
That's something you can say for a lot of teams.
No, unforced errors. Right? 30% of your goals are actually unforced errors. Literally.
What's the unforced error that cost us?
Let me give you an example. Sunderland was an unforced error, for example. Like just you didn't have to. Like that ball, Gabriel shouldn't have clashed with similar to Wolves.
For me is a bad example because I actually think we played well against Sunderland and that draw is fine.
Wolves, that draw is okay. Wolves, that is unforced error. The goal against Bournemouth, that is an unforced error. Against Man United, that is
We
an
won
unforced
against
error.
Bournemouth, so it doesn't matter.
No, but I'm talking about the goals that scored against you that can cost you games to the beginning of the season, to the end of the
United
season.
scored against us, and we had 70 minutes to come back, or 60 minutes to win the game, and we didn't. That's
But
my
that's
point.
not my argument.
No, they went ahead.
But
in
my
like the
argument,
75th
my
minute. What are
argument
you talking
against
about?
your argument is
78.
these mistakes will not matter if we play that attacking style of football, where we would
I
not have
agree.
to wait and defend.
I agree.
That's it. That's
But
my
I
point.
Well, let
agree,
me ask
even
you a
would you-
question then. Do you think your manager will play attacking football?
Look, every time I see glimpses of it, like Leeds and Sunderland, and I said, oh, he's done it against Leeds, he's done it against Sunderland. I think now he's finally going to do it, because he spoke about, after United game, about playing with enjoyment and stuff. He then somehow does something that goes back to default settings, like Brentford, like
Oh yeah. So
Wolves.
do you have confidence in him based on what you just said?
No, I
sounds
don't
like
have
You're
the-
unsure.
Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly. I cannot sit here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna do things for banter. I know Souls obviously does it big up to him, but I'm not gonna say I have confidence just for the sake of saying shit here. Like, I don't think I don't. If I have to lean towards one, I'd probably lean more towards him going back to default settings. And I'm hoping and I'm banking on City just continuing to be inconsistent, which allows us to still win the league. But if he doesn't, then we need City to be shit. If he picks it up, then I don't care what City do, because I think we are better than City in every way.
I think so many people on YouTube, when Arsenal win the league this season, like, you know, will be exposed who can actually speak about the sport and who can't. I think that's the most important thing, because we're gonna finally have to actually break down the sport instead of us just doing the same shit over and over again. Oh, Arsenal never won anything. Blah blah blah. We get it, yeah, wallahi. But yeah, I still think Arsenal will win the league. Even watching City Newcastle, that whole second half was Newcastle all day, every day. You know,
What big chances did Newcastle create?
They didn't
I
have
was
any
going to
big
say that,
But
Kel.
what
They didn't have
big
any big
chance?
chances.
Yeah,
They
like
didn't have any big
they-
chances because they employ Anthony Elanga, but it shows me that City will drop points again.
Those two looked
This
very
season.
dangerous in the first half. Where were they
City
in the
aren't
second half?
gonna go.
The difference
12
is we
games
made a
without them.
defensive sub, and that changed the game. Husanov by himself eliminated those two. And Ait Nori did very well at the end of the game.
That
Against
is true,
Elanga,
actually.
he literally took the ball away from
Yeah.
him in the box.
Yeah, that's my point. You played defensive against Newcastle at home, so
And
you're
they
gonna
didn't
drop points again.
score.
Great. I'm just saying you're gonna drop points again this season. That's it.
I think
So
most
they
teams
play
are gonna
Leeds
drop
away
points.
next, Hussam. They play Leeds away next. Do you expect them to drop points that game?
They're more likely to drop points away to Leeds than you to Chelsea at home.
I agree. Now, if that happens and we beat Chelsea, we play the same football and they drop points, I'll probably say, yeah, I think we're winning the league now. But let's say that doesn't happen. Let's just go with the scenario that Arsenal draw to Chelsea and City win
It's
against
impossible
Leeds.
for Chelsea to get something at the Emirates.
Don't say it's impossible. That's
Why
No,
would
it is
they-
impossible. I
They
don't
got
think
to
it's
draw
That's
with
what
10
you
men
said
at
about
Stamford
Liverpool and
Bridge.
Man United, bro. Stop saying it's impossible.
I
You
don't
said
even
that about
think it's
Liverpool and Man
possible.
They got to
United.
draw.
Guys, if it happens,
They got to
I
draw
don't.
with
I
10
think
men. That
Yeah.
just means there's a
If
possibility.
it happens, then you're in big trouble,
so
of course.
dismissive.
yeah. So if that happens and City beat Leeds, then you would say City are probably winning the league. Is that what you're saying?
No, not yet. Not
But
yet.
but we would need to go.
I don't
If that
trust
happens,
City, bro. I don't see City as
if
the
that
team
happens, if that happens, we'd need to go to the Etihad and win, not even draw. You realize that, yeah?
yeah, maybe.
Okay, so
Maybe
you
would need to do
still
that.
you would still
It's
say City are not
February,
winning.
guys. It's February.
I don't know. I
It's
I
way-
would
the title is not
probably
won or
need.
lost in February.
Yes, for me, I think you could lose it in February, not win it. But I think, for me with Man City, I would probably need a 2-game advantage for me to say that they'll win it, not 1 game. Atletico 2-1.
I think it'll change week by week, honestly, man. Depend because now we're
Oh,
in
your
this
feet's
run
ahead
in
of
where
mine.
every single game week could change
I'm
your
ahead of you,
perspective.
Cal? Sorry.
Yeah,
That's the reality.
Pause.
Sorry, my bad.
Ashraf is so spot on,
your
to be
feet
honest
is
with
ahead of
you.
mine. Oh wow, your feet is way ahead of mine.
You're spot on, to be honest, Ashraf. I want to ask this to Hussam, actually. It's a very good question. If City win the league, who will be exposed YouTube-wise?
No one, because every
Oh, is
if
that
City,
Alvarez?
no, that wasn't Alvarez.
Kelk.
No,
That's
that was not
Johnny.
Alvarez.
I think that's Johnny.
Similar hair.
Anyway, no one will be exposed because we already know everything that you're gonna say. Haaland is amazing. Pep is amazing. Rodri is amazing.
Bottle jobs.
We already know all these things. There's nothing new to say. It's the same stuff over and over again. It's boring.
But can I
It's
ask you
City will-
something? Did the people that predict Arsenal to win the league are they gonna be? You don't know football.
No, because we had every right to predict Arsenal to win the league. If Arsenal, look, I'll use an example from next season. Completely different example. Let's say next season starts and Chelsea win the first 10 games in the year, and the other teams are 15 points behind Chelsea and they absolutely suck. If Mo does a video after 10 games saying Chelsea are going to win the league because the rest of the teams are crap, and then Chelsea in February lose 5 games in a row and end up losing the league, Mo doesn't not know football. Chelsea changed the way that they play football.
Correct.
As an example, if we were to have this conversation 3 months ago or 2 months ago about an Arsenal Wolves game, and I said it'll end 2-2, you would all call me crazy because there's no way Wolves would have scored twice against Arsenal. Guess what? They conceded twice against Arsenal. So it's on them to perform better. It's not on us.
Yeah.
Very
Wait,
simple.
are you trying to say everyone was picking Arsenal at the beginning of the season after Liverpool won the league and brought in a bunch of big name signings?
No, the
Everyone
time
was picking Liverpool. Most people were picking
Yeah,
Liverpool,
nobody
not
picked
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Most
Maybe
people
a few
picked
people
us.
did, but everyone was riding the Liverpool way. I was too. I thought
Yeah,
Liverpool
most
were going to win
people-
the league.
Most people picked us, but then Arne Slot lost us 9 games out of 12. And after that, people just chose between Arsenal and City. I was one of the people that thought Arsenal were the second best team, so I gave them the league.
Ashraf, you were claiming we're winning the league after the half a season. The only difference to that play style is more mistakes and no corners.
No, that's not true. I
First of
think
all,
we
even if
were-
you're right, that's a big difference. More mistakes equal you dropping more points. Anyway.
Yeah, and again, as
Yeah.
the pressure ramps up, that can cause more mistakes. I'm not saying it will, but it can. I've seen it
Yeah.
before. Hussam has seen it too.
Yeah.
I've
In the
said it
title
from the
race,
summer, and there's videos of me saying this in the Kura pod in the summer, because I think Saad or someone asked me in that stream in the summer in July, do you not think Arteta can win us the league ever? Because we were obviously arguing about Arteta in, Arteta out. And I said, I think he can win the league playing this style if City and Liverpool are both shit, which we cannot predict that they're going to be shit. I mean, funny enough, Liverpool did turn out to be shit, and City have been quite inconsistent. I think he was doing well. We were playing a bit attacking in some games here and there, and I defended him, and I said he deserves the praise for that. But for whatever reason, against Liverpool, against Forest, against United, against Wolves, against Brentford, we didn't play that brave. We didn't play that attacking style, and I think that cost us in at least 3 of those 5 games, if not all 5.
Yeah. Haram football awaits City at the Etihad.
And so I don't mind. Yeah, I think against City we should play haram ball.
Shirt and the avatar.
Yeah.
This is the same guy that was anti-Ashraf, and then they made...
Yeah, just an
he was.
idea. Just let us watch game by game to see who wins the league and who ends up in the top 5. This league can end up different. I think we have a title race for the ages. Why?
Yeah.
It's different than the Liverpool versus Man City, because most of the time in Liverpool and Man City, everyone knows that
City won.
99% Liverpool and Man City will win their games, regardless of who are the opposition, especially in the 97 points. This title race, you can predict anything. You can predict Chelsea picking up points. You can predict Leeds picking up points from Man City. I think it's so exciting, to be honest with you. I think it's way
Bro, we
more
both
exciting.
have to play West Ham. We both still have to play West Ham away, and I cannot tell you that's a guaranteed W. West Ham away, because they're fighting
Well,
relegation.
you have a
Yeah,
shakier
same here.
record there than my team does.
Really? No, we
In
don't.
the past
We
couple of
slapped them
times,
5.
yeah, when you were up
we
2-0,
slapped them
you bottled
5.
it. We've won.
That
We've
was
won our
4
last 3 visits there.
That was wait.
In your
That was
last
4
2 or
seasons
your
ago.
last 3, you bottled it in 22-23
Kelk,
when you were
that
up
was 4
2-0
seasons
and
ago.
slapped them with
Last
the penalty.
season, Kelk, that was 4 seasons ago. Last season we slapped them 5-2, and the season before that we slapped them 6-0 at their
We've
ground.
also slapped in the last 4 times we've been there.
So we
Or
don't
won the
have a
games.
shaky record. Neither one of us do. That's what I'm trying to say.
Out of our last 4 visits, we've been 4-0. You've been 3-1.
Listen, I
Well,
want to
thank God
thank
we're not playing
everyone
them 4
that
seasons ago,
I want to
thank
thank everyone that joined us. Don Osam is tonight. A-listers tonight with the guys, of course, with Flawless, Dio, Lewis. Ashraf Talks Ball, you can see him in the Kora Pod. True City Fan, of course, Kelk and Quest knows ball, of course. This will take you to my watch along for Inter Bodo Glim. The lineups are out.
I'm doing a watch.
It's
I'm doing
gonna
a
be-
Newcastle watch along.
This is going to
on
be
our
an
second
epic
channel.
watch along. I'm fasting as well.
By the
I
way,
hope I don't lose my
how
sh-
did we finish? How did we finish first? And we're gonna face Leverkusen or Dortmund, bro. That just sounds so unfair. Like I think we'll knock them out, but
Oh
it's
God, those
the
are
hardest-
You're
those are
complaining you
very-
finished first and faced Leverkusen. I finished first, faced PSG. Shut your ass up.
That's true. That's true.
Shut your ass up.
I will see you
I
guys
would
in
not
the
worry
watch
about
along
Jordan. Jordan
later.
are not very good.
Guys, turn on the
I don't
notification
mind-
bell
I
in the
don't mind
watch
Leverkusen.
along. I will see you guys there. And we're out of here.